Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream. I hope, there we go. I hope everybody's doing really well and having a really good day. Hello to you all. I am slightly later than usual, but not by much. You know, we're okay. I am definitely feeling a little weird again. What else is new? No, I'm feeling a little bit weird because I obviously started with a cough yesterday. And it got really bad as the day progressed, and then I couldn't really sleep, so I took some NyQuil to help with the cough, some cold and cough Vicks Vapor Rub NyQuil, which is awesome for coughing, but it's got that sleeping medication stuff in it, and I woke up feeling kind of groggy. So I tried to take my time to get ready, to give my ADHD meds some time to kick in, and give myself some time to wake up. And it's somewhat worked, but not amazingly. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on today. It's probably going to be a quiet chat. We'll see. If it's really bad today, then I may not even play Resident Evil. Maybe we'll do something else. But if it's not too bad, then we'll jump in. I'll be good with that. Only because there have been some people in chat that have been wanting me to play this. And if they're not here, I don't want to play it without them, you know? I don't want to be that kind of jerk that's like, oh, you're here? We're not playing it. Oh, you're not here? I'm playing it today. You know what I mean? Don't want to do that. So we'll start something different if that comes to that at the end, because it could be a slow day. But I hope everybody is doing really well. I'm cleaning off my headset just in case getting dirty thoughts. I don't particularly want to get more acne than I already have, so I'm trying my best to keep this all nice and clean. That way I can hopefully take care of my skin a little bit better and maybe not get an infection or something gross. But yeah, there's not really any other news. I worked last night, which was work. I mean, what else can you say about work, really? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I gotta think of what I'm gonna play, because I'm probably not gonna play Resident Evil. Just because I have a feeling the chat is gonna be a complete graveyard today. Which is fine. I don't want to play this game without people here to laugh at me as I scream. It's not as funny when I'm scared by myself. It's only funny when I'm scared in front of other people. When I'm scared by myself, then I'm just scared, and I don't want to be just scared. I don't really have anything else prepared to play though, just in case. I didn't think of it. I should have, but I didn't, because I'm irresponsible. Oh, tea with some honey. Tastes so good. I wish I had some lemon to put in it though. Okay, so what am I trying to do? Boy, am I ever groggy. Stop moving, camera. Stop shaking. What do I have installed? I only have the forest installed. I don't have anything else installed. Well, dang it. I might be able to plug in my iPad if worst comes to worst. I could plug in my iPad and like work on some overlay stuff. I could do that. That's always an option. Hello, Kermit. How's it going? I am hoping to. I'm not sure if I'm going to, because there's a few people that have been really enjoying me play it, and none of them are here, and I feel kind of bad if I do the ending. I don't know if it's the end, but I'm at Heisenberg's area. Like, I just defeated the big guy with the giant hammer. And so, like, I know I'm in the final portion of the game, but I don't want to do it all with none of the people that really like this gameplay not being here. Do you know what I mean? Because they're the ones that really want me to play it, and I'm finally like in an energy state to do it, because I've been sick, so I haven't really been up to playing it the last few days. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play it today. It's gonna be great. I have a cough, but I can do it. And then if they're not here, I don't want to do it without them. Do you know what I mean? So I'm planning to, but right now, like, you're the only one watching. So, because I'm live on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and out of all three platforms, you are literally the only one watching. And so I don't want to beat the game. I don't know if I will beat it, because obviously I get stuck, and well, I don't know if obviously, but I do get stuck. We win, hello, Galaxy, hello. You guys proved me wrong. You guys made me a liar. You guys made me a liar. It is a nice mug, and it's got nice tea with honey in it. No lemon though. I wish I had lemon. You are a ghost. Well, the number just popped up. It just popped up. It was sitting at 0. It was sitting at 1, and then TikTok said 0. Now TikTok says 3, and Twitch says 5. So I'll take it. It's your favorite game? Yeah. Well, Weewin was one of the ones that has been watching me play this. So the Weewin usually goes to bed pretty early, so they don't get to hang out too much. But I was hoping they'd be here just for a few minutes at least. But yeah, I'm gonna get started pretty much right away. I just need to switch my microphone over because I use a shotgun microphone for VR. Because this, I'm gonna smack it. I don't think I'm gonna set up the green screen today. I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. And you'll just have to deal with seeing all the background and kind of covering part of the screen. That's fine with me. Someone else, hello. I'm gonna be playing some Resident Evil Village. For people on TikTok, I'm not gonna be able to hear your chat when the time comes because I am gonna be using text-to-speech to hear it in my headset, and by doing that, there's no support for TikTok's text to come into my ear, only Twitch's. So Twitch and YouTube. So if you do want to chat once I get the headset on, you're going to have to go to Twitch or YouTube. So I really apologize for that one. But someone else, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. You're stuck in the game? What part are you in? I won't be able to help you because I'm really, really stupid at stuff like this. I've beaten it once before and now I'm playing again in VR. But I just want to know how far you are. Oh, this cough is horrible. I don't know if I'm going to finish it today, Galaxy, but we're at the end stretch. And so I didn't want to do all the ending because my gut feeling is we're going to get to everything and then pretty much stop right before the boss fight. And I don't want to do that. And then everybody shows up next time I play it and I'm at the boss fight and it's over and they're like, oh, what happened? You know what I mean? I just want to add text on screen so TikTok can know that I am not going to be able to see them. So if you're gonna buy a whole VR kit just for Resident Evil, no, it's not worth it. Because it's a really expensive setup for one game, not worth it. But if you already have a VR headset or are planning to get one anyway just for the other stuff, Resident Evil 8 is one of the best experiences on the PlayStation. Horizon Call of the Mountain is phenomenal. It's a little bit beginner heavy, like it's very much a game for beginner VR players. So there's a lot of like dumb, like look how cool VR is type of mechanics where there's a drum here, you can hit it, and then every save point there's a new drum, and it's like cool, it was fun for the first 30 seconds, now I don't care. And Resident Evil Village is way better than Resident Evil 7 in VR was. Katrina, thank you so much for the follow, I really appreciate that. Oh, are you doing the part like running away from Lady D, the big giant lady? So it's kind of frustrating because Resident Evil Village is better looking and it's made from the ground up for VR, like with that in mind. It wasn't made for VR, but it was with that in mind. Whereas like 7, you had to use a controller, so it was literally just you had a camera. Whereas this one, you actually have hands and you can aim and shoot properly. But you can tell Capcom doesn't really spend a lot of time in VR because there's a lot of really basic things that they haven't added ability for, like opening things. You can't just like open a door, you just walk up and it just magically opens. Or there's no physics detection on anything, so you can't pick anything up, you can't move anything around. Even when you're looking at things in your inventory, the controller reacts the way that like the Wii does, where like you move it and it just rotates based on like gyroscope, but it doesn't do one-to-one. So like I'm doing this with my hand to twist it and the item moves, well, the item moves like this. Even though I've twisted a whole bunch, it just like barely shifts. So obviously Capcom has people who have zero experience with VR working on their VR stuff. but it is their best VR port compared to 7. Graphically, it is one of the nicest looking VR games that is on the PSVR, because pretty much everything is ports from older games, and it's really impressive in VR. Not as good as it looks on flat screen, but really, really nice. It's a good experience. It's a good experience, but if you're gonna buy a whole VR headset for it, totally not worth it. It's a lot of money. Your son wants the Oculus 2. Oculus 2 is great. I would suggest, well, there's 2 sides to it, Weewin. One is that if you're looking at the price now and that's what you're considering, I would wait until the Quest 3, which is going to come out really soon, because it's going to be more powerful. It's going to be supported for a lot longer, and it's supposed to have better like balance on your head, and the screen's going to be nicer and all that kind of stuff. If budget is going to be a concern, wait a little bit until the 3 comes out and then get the 2, because it'll probably go down in price. Because the 2 still holds up really well. The only downside is obviously you aren't going to get as much support for just the games that you can buy for the Quest itself, because it's pretty weak. It was already weak to begin with. It's going to get even worse with the Quest 3 coming out. But if your son's going to be using it on his PC, it's more than enough. Like, I still love my Quest 2. I'm not planning to get a Quest 3 unless I get like really famous on stream and I start making a lot of money. I'm not planning to get the Quest 3, but yeah, the Quest 2 is pretty good. I really like it. Your son is pretty young, so he'll probably be resilient and be able to get through the nauseous feeling and then really like it. I love it. I haven't used my Quest in a while because 1, I've been so busy and too tired. And 2, I just have been playing my PSVR, but I still love my Quest. I'm planning, now that everything happened with Minecraft, I'm planning to potentially start Subnautica in VR. Maybe. He also wants to save up for his moped license. I would say the moped license is going to be a better deal. It's going to be a much better deal. But yeah, wow, that's really expensive though, because that's what it costs here in Canada. In Canadian dollars, $4.49. That's nuts. But yeah, keep an eye out, because it's probably going to go down in price. With the, I know the Quest 3 is supposed to be a little bit more expensive, but I think it's going to go down in price. The Quest 2. And honestly, I really like it. The PSVR does look a little bit sharper, because the resolution is a bit higher. It does look a little bit sharper, and it's an OLED screen, but the PC is just capable of so much more than the PSVR is. The only upside to the PSVR is it's got eye tracking, which is really nice, and the head rumble. But the Quest 2 is still really good. Like, I put it on, I'm like, no, it's still pretty decent. Not quite as sharp as the PSVR, but still way better than what it used to be from the generations before. And it's uncomfortable to wear because it's really heavy in the front. So I would 100%, if he gets it, I would 100% suggest getting the kind of head strap that has a battery pack in the back. You'll see it when I play Subnautica, that has a battery strap in the back, because 1, it'll give him more battery life, but 2, the weight of the battery pack actually makes the whole headset balance better. And so it's still tiring on the neck, but it's not as tiring, because when it's just the front weight, your neck is constantly pulling back, so the back of your neck is going to hurt after like half an hour. But with that battery pack, I can go 4 hours, no problem. Hello, Shrekburger, how you doing? I have not, Kermit. I have not played the FNAF VR game. I have wanted to, but it's never gone on sale, and I don't like FNAF, so I can't justify paying as high of a price as they're asking for a series that I don't care about. But I want to play it because I do know that it can be scary, and I feel like VR would be the perfect way to play it. But I can't bring myself to spend like $45 on a game that I'm probably not going to really enjoy. But yeah, I do want to try it. I'm going to wait for it to go on sale, I guess. I'm good, Shrekburger. I've got a friggin' cough and it's driving me nuts. Nice, we would. Nice. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I always wanted... I don't actually know how it works in Canada. I think I'm just guessing here, so I might be wrong. So if Toronto police is watching, I'm not trying to give misinformation. Yes, Toronto police follows me. And they have popped in chat a few times. And no, it's not because I'm on some list. Although I might be on some list that I don't know about. For being stunningly handsome. No. I think here, especially in my province, the way that it works is you have to have a motorcycle license. There's no specific moped license. It's just a motorcycle license. I always wanted one of those. I actually had been planning to get a motorcycle for a really, really long time. And then I didn't get it because, one, the winter here sucks. And I live in a region where I have to travel on highways a lot. And when it snows, it's useless. Two, my car insurance is already bad and motorcycle insurance is higher. I don't want to even see what the price would be for that. So that idea has been scrapped, but I would love to be able to ride a motorcycle. Although my dad was not a fan, but he was okay with it. My mom is dead set against it. But my mom and dad both had negative feelings about it because my dad was in a really bad motorcycle accident when he was a teenager. We have multiple licenses. Yeah, here it's we have multiple licenses. Like we have the trucker license that you would use to be able to drive like the big 16-wheel trucks. And then we have the regular car license, but that one's split up into 3. So you have like the first license where you can drive with somebody who has 5 years experience with a real, like the full license. Then you have the second layer where you can drive by yourself, but you can't go on any of like the major highways. And I think you can't drive during certain hours, like in the middle of the night, like 2 in the morning till 5 or something. And then the third one is full blown. You have access to everything. So I got my first license when I was 17. We were really poor. We didn't have a car for me to drive, so I didn't get it till I was 17. And then I've had my full license since I was 20. Or 21. So now I am 37, so I've had it for 15 years. I've been driving, like my full license, 15 years. No problem. Let me look. A chest infection. Are you taking antibiotics for it? Holy jeez, that's a lot. I'm sure there are different licenses outside of the 3 that I just mentioned. But I don't think it's anywhere near what it is for you guys. Because we have like the motorcycle license, and that's also split into 2, I think. Then the regular driver's license, then the big semi-truck license, and I think that one's also split up depending on your training level or whatever. Then I'm sure there's other ones based on like the type of vehicle with the big trucks, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, see, we have just the M1, I think is what it's called for us, for the motorcycle, moped, all that. But yeah, Shrekburger, if you're not taking antibiotics, if it is an infection, I would definitely go see a doctor about getting antibiotics, because infections can be really, really hard to fight off without the help of those. And if you are on antibiotics, make sure you take them all even if you feel fine. Because humans have a really bad habit of, I feel better, I don't need to take these anymore. You need to take them, because that is going to ensure that you wipe out everything in your system and we don't end up with more superbugs. You're allowed to drive a tractor. Nice. Nice. Okay, let me set this up because I don't want to sit here talking the whole time and then you can't watch anything. Turn this on. Okay, so for now I'll bring this down, because I do need to set some stuff up before I do that, like put up my headset and stuff. So let me switch microphones here. Please don't crash. Go XLR. It crashed as soon as the stream started. I really hope it doesn't crash again. Okay. You should be able to hear me, I think. Right? Hello? Whoa! Woo! I tried not to yell into the microphone. Yusai, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. Welcome. I hope you're doing really well. How are you today? Turtza, hello. Welcome, man. How are you? Okay, let me set this up. Like I said, I'm not going to do any kind of crazy setup where I'm going to do the VR, the green screen or anything. It's going to be just my room. I'm just going to make the window big so you can see everything I'm doing. It is going to cover some of the gameplay, so I apologize. But it is what it is. Let me... Sorry, I'm stuffed up. If I snort, I apologize. I'm trying not to, like, booger everywhere. My nose isn't runny, it's just stuffed up. Where's my PlayStation control? Over there. Also, I gotta turn on text-to-speech. And also for those on TikTok, I am not gonna be able to hear your chat when the time comes, so you will have to come over to Twitch or YouTube because I won't be able to hear you. Also, Twitch and YouTube, I have changed some of the settings back to 4K on the camera. I've also plugged it in directly to the wall. I organized, remember yesterday it was a big headache. I organized things a little bit better, so let me know through chat if it does end up turning off again like it has been, because that has been a nightmare to deal with.
We win. Hi Yusai.
I don't know if you can you hear that when that happens? I don't know.
We win. Oh hey Turtsa.
Yeah, you can hear it. Okay, I'll turn that off in a sec, okay? I promise. I just don't want you guys to have to...
I hear the TDS.
Yeah, it's because I have it in the music setting and I have to turn the music setting off for you guys, but then you end up in silence.
No worries.
Because I just do this, and now you won't hear it anymore, but now you don't hear any music. So you just be sitting in silence while I'm setting this up. So let me just set up the thing. Yes, I want to play in VR mode. Okay. I think that's pretty much set up, so I think that's good. Let me just set up the screen now, and then we'll get good. We'll be good to get started.
We win.
Okay.
The sound of silence.
Ah, silence. Perfect place to hear my farts.
I do love that song. Yosai 999. I already completed this game a couple times.
I've only completed it once. I completed it when it got released. And if I'm honest with you, I didn't think it was that good. I thought it was good. When I say I didn't think it was that good, that's like playing Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 and saying 1 wasn't as good. It's still a really good game, but 3 is better type of idea. So I didn't think it was that good because I thought 7 was way better. But shut up, Nightbot. See, now can you understand why it's hard for me to talk whenever the chat's going in headset? I did. But can you tell why it's hard for me to figure out what I'm saying when I'm in the middle of chat? When the stupid voice thing is going? Because it just talks so much. Let me turn it off right now, though, because I do not want to listen to that the whole time. Log in with Twitch. It's going to ask me for... Oh, no, please just let me in. Don't ask me for my text to confirm. Yes. Okay. Part with channel. There. Nightbot's gone. So 7 was better in my opinion because I like the horror aspect. I don't like the action. But I'm also kind of skewed because when I played 7 for the first time ever, I played it in VR. When I played 8, I played it on flat screen. And VR inherently is scarier than flat screen. So that also made it less enticing for me. Now that I'm playing it in VR, it is much scarier, but still...
Yeah, where the Lord split yak happened.
Haha, I love that. So it is way better, but 7 was still better than 8 in my opinion. I'm really excited for 4. I'm glad they announced it. I'm kind of bummed out it's not until December, but I'm glad they announced it and that it's coming soon. And I can't wait for that. I'm really excited for that. I really wish that they would release the 7 on the PS5. I would love to play 7 on PS5, even if it was still using the controller, even if I didn't have full VR control. I would just like to see it at full resolution. Because if you didn't play 7 in VR, it really drops the resolution, like below 720p. Like, it got really blurry at times. And I would love to see it with the way higher resolution screen. Okay, let's do this.
That would be very cool.
Okay. I think that should capture most of me. Now, I am really, really hopeful that the camera will pick up my face and focus on me, but I can't promise that it will, because I genuinely don't know how well the focus is going to work with the headset on. So we'll see. Let me turn on that backlight. I didn't realize I didn't turn it on. Oh, I didn't even turn on the LED strips. Come on. Is it all on? It's all on. There we go. That's nicer. I was like, it looks really dull in here. What happened? It's because the LED strips were not on. Okay. I'm gonna stand today. I haven't stood while playing in a while, so I'm gonna stand. No, this light doesn't work. Never mind. I was gonna turn on that light, but it doesn't work. I'm not gonna bother. It's gonna make things worse. Things are already overcomplicated. I don't want to overcomplicate them even further. Okay, that's good. That's good. turn up the brightness on this thing. Okay. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna turn on the green screen. I don't like that it's covering up so much of the screen. It'll only take 30 seconds. I'm not gonna do all the crazy stuff. I gotta put this down. Don't get too excited. Ah, there we go. There we go. Ah. Oh, it's not in position yet.
We win.
It's not in position yet.
Scenes and retros.
Okay. Right, that's pretty good, right? That works. Obviously, the green screen's not perfect, but that's fine. I don't really care about that. It's just to help with the situations. Where's it? Camera.
We win. Sir, I didn't see how you did that. Could you do it again? LUL.
I'm not gonna give in to your temptations. You temptress. You temptress, I'm not gonna give in. I'm not gonna, hold on. You can't even see me. You can't even see me. Come on. Come on. There we go. You temptress, I'm not gonna give in.
We win. Even the camera was impressed.
There we go. Okay, I hope that this is gonna do an okay job. Can I still? Yeah, boom. There we go. That's better. And then, so now I should be, yeah, now I'm green screen goodness. But I'm not giving in to your temptation, you temptress. Although that cable is very dangerous, that's on the floor, and I might fall, so I need to fix it. I need to fix that cable! I need to fix it so I don't trip.
I am innocent, LUL.
You see how I disappeared? Even the green screen was like, no, don't give in. Don't give in to her temptations. Don't do it.
Ha ha ha.
Okay. This is good, right? Like, I'm good here. You can see me okay. That should work. I hope, anyway. Okay. TikTok. I'm not going to be able to talk to you because I'm going to be wearing my headset, so you won't be able to chat with me. I really apologize. Not much I can do about it. So if you want to talk, please feel free to come over to Twitch or YouTube.
Yet it was like, save it for a kappa.
Where's live stream? From on. Cover me, whatever. If you can't see me, that's cool. Cool, okay. Let's get this on and get going.
We win. Don't forget the muted.
Yeah, I did. It should be muted now. It should be muted. I just wanted to make sure it was silent for as little as possible because I hate it. I hate when my stream is just complete silence. Because then you can hear all the imperfections in my sound. You can hear all the buzzing and the weird like humming of the cameras. Not the cameras, the humming of the microphones. Oh, I unplugged this. Can I plug it in somewhere else? I need some air. It's gonna be way too hot in here. Where can I plug this in? That won't be too hot. Oh, right there. Sorry, I just wanted my fan on so I could actually not overheat while playing, because that is the worst feeling in the world when you're trying to do VR and it gets way too hot. It really stinks. Okay. Let's, since I'm standing. Okay. It's getting hot in here. Cause we wins in the chat. Hello, that ordinary fan logo fan. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Michael Jackson, hello to you as well. Okay, you should be able to hear me okay, I hope. I hope. Come on, hair, get out of my face. Turn on. Turn on. Oh no! Tell me I got an update. Please don't be a ridiculously long update, please. Oh, no worries, no worries. Being late is fine. I'm literally in the middle of setting up, so don't worry. Give me a sec here. I can put my headset on so I can actually hear you. I'm picking up a couple of words. I can kind of hear them on the headset. Nope, nope, stop. Oh, I don't think I cleaned up the... Oh, I did clean the lenses. Okay. Set the play area. Start scanning. Okay, is that good enough for you, Sony? Is that good enough, Sony? It's on the floor. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that. Why isn't it tracking my controllers? Hello? Oh, is it because it's updating? I said to do 10 squats. Am I facing the wrong way? Is that why? Feels like reality, but just virtual. It just feels like, it depends on what you're playing. Some of the games, it feels like you're wearing just like a screen in front of your face. Like right now, what I'm looking at looks like a big floating screen in front of me. But when I'm playing like Resident Evil, it feels like you're in the world. You kind of forget that you're in your real world. But there's like a weird like physical feeling that you get where you get kind of dizzy. Okay. Why? Oh, did the thing not load? Hold on. Something isn't... Yep. That's exactly what it is. Oh, Rec Central crashed. Okay. Come on, Rec Central, open up. Alright, now... Nope. Come on. There we go. That's good enough. You're gonna have to deal with a little bit of the edge. Nothing I can do about it. Why can't I hear the game? I should be able to hear it. Oh, there we go. Okay, we can hear it. Okay. So we're in. The only thing is I can hear my voice and I don't want to. Nope, I'm just starting. I'm just in the middle of setting up, actually, so you haven't missed a thing. Mixer. Line out, turn that down a bit. Okay. Okay, I'm really hoping that you can hear me okay. If there's any problems, please let me know. If the camera shuts off, please let me know. And if you can hear any, like if the sound is weird, like you can't hear the game or whatever, please let me know. Oh, I wanna... the play area, because I couldn't set it up because the controller was all messed up. Okay, so again. Okay. Oh, that made me dizzy. Woo! That made me so dizzy. Okay, but yes, Michael Jackson, what you were asking, it feels like you're in the game, but there are some weird things about it, like, when you don't move, and the game is moving in front of you, it can make you feel really dizzy because your body's expecting to feel the movement and you don't feel it, so it feels really weird. And when you're moving your body in real life and the screen can sometimes be a little bit slow, it can make you feel dizzy. That's what just happened to me. So there are some weird things. Or like with the PSVR headset, all headsets, there's a certain spot where it can focus really well. Everything looks clear, but if you're off of that area, things get blurry. And the PSVR's focus spot is super tiny. So like right now, it's almost perfect in my eyes. Like if I put right there's perfect. But the second I move, it moves out of that spot and then I have a blurry spot. And then it almost feels like I have a hair on my eye. And it's really frustrating to work with because you don't have a hair on your eye, but it feels like you do. It's really uncomfortable. I would suggest try going to like a VR cafe. There's lots of them around. I'm sure, but I don't know how far it would be. It might only be like a 15-20 minute drive. It could be an hour away. But I would suggest going to like a VR cafe. It's usually a place where you can go and you can like pay for, they basically rent you out a room with the VR headset. And depending on where it is, some of them will be like a private room where you can play by yourself. Some of them will be like you can only play with other people and they have a very specific game you can play. But then you pay like $20, you get like an hour of gameplay and you get to try it and see what it's like. Okay, this is the newest one. Let me know if the volume is okay too, everybody. Okay, so I put the thing in here. Oh yeah, I couldn't find Heisenberg. That was the problem. I couldn't find Heisenberg. We wandered around forever. So we've done all these. Like I did that one. We definitely did that one. I guess it's gotta be this way, right? Wait, this is only a couple of wings. No, this doesn't feel right. Yeah, it was really popular for a little bit when VR first came out. So there's got to be some kind of VR cafe. It's just how hard is it going to be to find it? But yeah, the VR cafe thing is it's a good way to experience it without spending all the money, because the problem is you might buy a VR headset and then hate it, and then you wasted all this money for nothing, right? Yeah, see, this got the wings. No, I genuinely don't know where I'm supposed to go. This has the wings and the baby, right? Which leads me over here, but this is leading to the fish guy, which we already beat. And Heisenberg's up there. I don't know where to go. It would say like VR cafe or a VR lounge. Something like that would be the closest I would say would be the name. I can't tell you for sure. I don't know. Okay, so the game sounds a little quiet in my ears. Is the volume okay for you guys? If I take this boat, it leads me up to Lady. Okay. Just making sure. It's a little bit low in my ears, but I might be able to turn that up after. I want to see what it sounds like once there's action, because right now it's quiet, right? Again, anybody on TikTok, I can't hear your chat. If you want to chat with me, please feel free to come over to Twitch or YouTube. And I don't know if you can see it on camera, but yes, I am wearing flip-flops with socks, because that is the kind of dad that I am. The kind who wears flip-flops with socks. Oh, I didn't do this last time. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Going down here. So Michael Jackson, the cool thing about VR is like this. Like I got this table in front of me, and in the regular game, this is all you can see. But like I can get close and I can see like all the scales. I can see that it's popping up. I can see how it pops up right there. I can see it. I can see how it pops up. I can see like all the little like scuff marks and everything. That's what makes VR really cool, when you can see those little details that you couldn't see normally. Because even though it's there on screen, it's not the same as in VR.
It'll be fine. Ha! Just get your ass across the bridge.
Okay, here we go. I already saved, so I'm not gonna save again. Oh, my elbow. Or like this, like, this just looks so beautiful. And it's really cool when you're standing up. The reason I'm standing, I'm probably gonna throw on my shoes because my sandals are gonna end up hurting after a little while. The reason I'm standing is because when you sit down and playing VR, everything feels smaller because your body knows you're sitting. And then the room you're in, everybody's standing, and they all just seem really small. The game doesn't register you're sitting, so you're still the regular height. So everything feels really small. But when you stand up, it feels like the real size, and like that mountain just looks so huge back there. And like it feels like I could just like walk down a path and end up at that mountain after a few hours.
Ah, Ethan Winters. Welcome.
Thank you.
I didn't think you'd make it past Daughter of Moreau, but I suppose you survived worse back in America. I like you. I'd like to speak to you about Rose and Miranda. Oh, come on in. Don't worry. It's not a trap.
Uh-huh.
What are you planning?
Yeah, go try it. Now be prepared, it might make you feel sick. If you've never used VR, and if they give you options on what you can play, pick one of the easiest. They usually have like a scale of how intense it is. Pick the lowest intensity, because even that can make you feel pretty sick. Oh my gosh, she felt huge. They're if you were to check out my YouTube, you can see the background image that I have, and it's me looking up, and that's what I look like in real life. Because if you can see me on camera, by the way, I don't know if it's focused. I'm sorry if I'm blurry. I literally had to look like this to look at her, because she was just so tall. So in comparison to me on camera, like she was probably about this tall. No, even taller. I can't even reach how tall she was. Like she was huge. It was crazy. And in like flat screen, she seemed big, but it was like, okay, whatever. Yeah, Michael Jackson fan, I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, do the easiest intensity because it can make you feel really sick. This kind of game is really bad for making people feel sick because this movement, like back and front is not so bad, it's this. This makes people dizzy so quick. So I always try to tell people, if you're going to play VR, and if it's a possibility, don't use the right joystick, just do this. Because this doesn't make you dizzy. God, I'm scared. Where's my... There it is. I have a little bump on... I have a rug underneath me. Like a little chair mat for like a gamer. a gamer chair mat, and I put something in the middle of it so I know where the middle of the mat is so I don't move too far. Oh man. It's kind of intimidating in here. You can hear me okay, right? I turned my microphone down way low so I can't hear myself. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Some people don't feel anything at all. Some people play it and they don't feel sick at all. Some people play it and they're like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this because they instantly feel like they're going to puke their guts out. I'm kind of in between.
What the hell? Mia?
Truth hurts.
Whoa!
Let me guess. You're thinking, take me out like the others, and then he gets to go and save Rose, right?
I'm healing my daughter.
Look, you got this all wrong. Shut your fucking hole! Sorry about that. Take a seat.
Don't take a seat, dude.
What are you talking about? You think this is a game?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Lady, supersized bitch. Ugly ass psycho doll. An emeronic freak. Don't you get it? It's a test. To see if you're strong enough to be a part of Miranda's family.
I don't want to be a part of Miranda's family.
Neither did I, but here we are. And I'm next in line, right? Kill me, move up the chain. Well, fuck that!
I don't give a damn about your personal issues. I just want to fix my daughter.
So do I. Do you have any idea how powerful that kid is? Even Miranda's scared of her. Last time, you freak, I swear to God! You and me, then. Together, we can go save Rose, and then we can use her to grind Miranda into paste.
My daughter is not a weapon. Fuck you!
You're sitting by a big open hole with a guy with a chainsaw, you idiot.
Last chance. You don't want to find out what's in that hole.
I'll take my chances.
You're furious.
Oh, I forgot that this part's really scary. Oh God, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Whoa! Oh, that's so much scarier this way. Oh my God, that's so much scarier. Run, run, run. Whoa! I couldn't hear what you guys said. The game was really loud. Do you have to play to use what? Holy crap, that was intense. I don't remember that guy's voice acting being so stilted. I don't like his voice acting. It sounds very fake. Like he's trying to sound epic, but just sounds really dumb. I don't like his voice acting at all. No hate, voice actor, if you do happen to see this. Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey, how's it going, man? Hold on, I can't hear it. I gotta turn up the voice chat a little bit. I can't hear it once the game is going. Mixer? No. Mixer? No. Mixer? Yes. That's the one, right? No, that's music. Oh yeah, it is music. It's supposed to be. Oh, it's line out. Whoops. Oh no, that's my microphone. Okay, never mind. Is it your birthday today? Field of View? Do you have to pay to use it? Yeah, at the cafes, yeah, you have to pay for it. You can't just play for free. That's why they have them. But yeah, Kermit, he's huge in VR. That monster was huge. Oh, okay, well, I mean, I'm not gonna take off my mask, but since it's your birthday. Happy virtual reality birthday to you. Happy virtual reality birthday to you. Happy virtual reality birthday, Field of View. Happy virtual reality birthday to you. And many more. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Almost at the big 3-0. Enjoy the last few years that you have to at the beginning of that, because you're gonna miss it when you're my age. You're gonna miss it. Whew. Yeah, he was huge. He was huge. Are you doing anything special? Yeah, I answered you. I answered you. I said yes. They're not gonna run a business and give it away for free, Michael Jackson. Oops. The VR Lounge is a business. What you're asking is very similar to saying, do they give away free coffee at a coffee shop? They're not gonna give away the one thing they're selling for free. You have to pay for it, and it's timed wise. So like, you can pay. I don't know, sometimes it's like by minute, so you pay an amount per minute, or sometimes it'll be in chunks where it'll be like every 20 minutes costs this much, or this much for an hour, and the more time you buy, the cheaper it is per minute or whatever. But yeah. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you do something good for your birthday on the weekend. Because I know for my birthday, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything at all. So, I hope you do something good on the weekend. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. This area is probably the nicest looking area in all of the VR version of this so far, because there's a lot of shiny things to make the lighting look that much nicer. Okay, so... Oh, maybe here. There it is. Ew, cobwebs. Gross. Oh, horrible, gross. Get out of my face. No, go away.
place is messed up.
Oh.
I've got to get upstairs.
Wow. This place looks so much bigger in VR. That's insanely huge. It's my first playthrough in VR, not of the game in general. I beat it when it first got launched. I bought the collector's edition and everything. And I played through it because there was no PSVR 2, there was no like VR support, so I just played it. And then they released the PSVR 2, and I was like, okay, once I have the money, I'll buy it, and I'm gonna play it. So I finally got the money, and now I'm playing it. It's same with Resident Evil 4. I didn't buy that one because I knew that one was coming out for VR, so I'm waiting for that one. I haven't played that one at all, except for the original. Damn, dude, this is the closest I've ever been to you. You're huge. Wow, you're really big, dude. The wind isn't blowing into the microphone, right? Like, you're not listening to a bunch of whooshing the whole time? Yeah, I'll definitely be doing it as soon as it comes out. Because I'm a giant VR fan, and I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, so both together, to me, is just the ideal. It just, number 8, I felt was a little bit of a disappointment. Too much action, not enough scare. God. I'm gonna have to get another pulse. I'm gonna regret this. Hello. How are you? Woo! Oh. See that? That is what makes VR worth it. Nice, I'm glad you're doing pretty good. Those moments is what makes you feel like that makes VR worth it. Because I was actively switching weapons and reloading mid-fight, and they almost hit me twice, and I was able to get them down before they did. Like, that feeling right there makes VR 100% more exciting than flat screen can ever be. Oh, I remember this area. No, I don't like this area. I don't like this area. Before I do that, I'm gonna get my elbow splint. It's really hurting. Not elbow splint, my elbow thingy, my elbow pressure gauge thing. It's honestly been, whoa! It's been such a revolution for gaming. It's honestly been such a game changer. It's not a gimmick at all. You know, a lot of the stuff they've come up with, like motion controls and that, it's a gimmick. It's not, it doesn't do anything except for make the gameplay a little bit different. But VR, like, fully changes the game. Thank you, Rest Stream Chat. Yeah, there's different like training things that they can do with VR. They're slowly implementing more and more. But VR has been a game changer, honestly. It's really made a huge difference to gaming in general. I don't want to walk this way because I feel like he's going to come through there. But yeah, there's a lot of people that's... Oh, me too. Me too. Like, we're already getting close, but yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of people that'll say things like VR is a gimmick. It's not really a big deal, but it changes gameplay so much. And people who have never played it or have only played like the Samsung cardboard or have played at an internet cafe for like 10 minutes, they're the ones that will say that it's just a gimmick. Once you spend some real time with VR, it's honestly like a huge, huge game changer. Oh, there he is. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. I have been, yeah. My first VR experience was the PlayStation VR. I think it was the PlayStation VR. And it was great, but obviously it was limited, right? Like, it used old technology. The PlayStation wasn't built with VR in mind, so you needed the breakout box. The power wasn't really there for it. Then Mr. FOV bought me a Rift S, and that's when I really got into VR, and I loved it. And then I stopped playing because when I got it, I was living in a much smaller place, and it was a pain in the ass moving everything out of the way just to be able to play. So I played for a bit, then I stopped. Then we moved here, and I didn't really play VR for a while. And then I got back into it, and right when I was in the middle of it, my Rift S broke. The right controller started drifting really badly. No, the left controller was drifting really badly. And the right controller, the IR sensors all along the edge, the LEDs, they broke. And so I couldn't track anymore. This hand would just sit in the middle of space and it would do this, but I couldn't do this with it. So it was useless. I looked to see if there were new controllers. Let me tell you in just a sec. So when I looked up to replace the controllers, they didn't sell them anymore. Meta is really greedy. Mark Zuckerberg is a scumbag. But they don't repair them anymore, and they don't sell you new ones. As soon as they release their new headset, they completely drop their old one. And so I couldn't get a new controller, and so I had no choice but to buy the Quest 2. Because the controller used was about $150 in my area, and I needed 2 of them. So right there was $300, and at the time the Quest was $399. So I was like, I might as well get the better system with brand new controllers instead of risking buying used ones that could be drifting, so no. Advantages and disadvantages to VR. Advantage is it's way more immersive. There is way more ability to feel like you're part of the world, so it lets you enjoy it more. So like in this game, seeing how big that guy is sitting on that chair is way scarier to approach him, because when he stands up, he is taller than me. So it's really scary. And on flat screen, he looks big, but he's not intimidating like he is here. You also feel more panic in like having to grab your guns and make sure you reload, and instead of on a regular game where you push a button to reload, push another button to switch weapons. It's up to you to make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing. So it's really, really immersive that way. Drawbacks to VR is you can't just sit on your butt with your feet up and play. It's not going to work. Sometimes the tracking is a bit of a pain in the butt. It doesn't always track right, because if you have like reflections around you, the VR headset will sometimes see the lights in the reflection, and it'll think that that's the controller, so that your hand will like jump away and it'll kind of struggle a bit. It's also really uncomfortable wearing a headset for long periods of time. You get really hot, it gets heavy, it can make you dizzy. The biggest disadvantage is if you're not used to it, you can feel like puking pretty quickly and it can last for a really long time. So like even me, I've been playing hours and hours and hours of VR for years now, and I still get nauseated after a couple of hours. Not badly, just kind of going, ugh, I don't feel great. I could still push through it and play for a few more hours, no problem, but I still feel kind of ugh at the end of my streaming session. So those are the drawbacks, but the immersion level is out of this world. There's nothing that can compare to it. And unless you play VR, it's hard to make you understand what I mean. Oh, and then obviously hardware. You need like pretty powerful hardware to run decent VR. I'm so anxious. I gotta go back there. I feel like I can go back there and I'm gonna grab the box and then he's gonna wake up. Let's do it. Oh god, here we go. Go! Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. I'm gonna grab this thing and he's gonna wake up and freak out. Yes and no. The VR they have there is kind of like comparing an old CRT television and telling you that you're playing something in HD. Sure, you might technically be running it on a PlayStation 5, but you're running it on a TV that can't do anything that the PlayStation 5 can do. So you're not going to get any benefit. So it's kind of the same. On the phone, the VR can track your head movement left, right, up, and down, but you can't do this on a phone, right? And you don't have this on a phone. This is what changes it, because when you play the original PS VR, you can play most games with a regular controller, and it's fine. But the second that you can do this and reach out and grab something, that's what brings you into the world. Pushing an X to pick something up like this, it's not the same. So it's the same with the phone. Sure, you can look around, but you're not going to get the same immersion because you can't fully look around. Like, you can't do this and get closer and look at like the leather and like see the buckles. You can't do that in the phone ones. So people who have tried the phone ones and think that's what VR is, they have no idea, because proper VR is so much more immersive. It's a good way to kind of get an idea, but it gives you a better idea of like 3D, not VR. VR gives you the 3D, but it's the movement that you can do that makes it special. All right, here we go. Oh no, I thought he was gone. Oh god, here we go. Can I make some bullets? I have 2 of those. I would like to make, maybe 1 of these. How do I craft it? There we go. Okay. 1 of these. And some of this. And some of that. And another 1 of these. Here we go. Oh god, go! Go! There it is! I think I can kill those guys, but I'm too scared to try.
The time it took to make this jump scare happen. I was signed out and then it took forever to sign in, and then my internet was weird. You're welcome.
I don't even know who that was. Who was that? Oh! Hello, Merle. Oh my god. Who even was that? Tara! Thank you for the effort. Holy crap. Oh. Oh, Tara. Oh, I died a little inside. Yeah, I absolutely died a little inside. That was bad because that guy's chasing me right now. Oh. Thank you, Tara. Oh. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Whew. Merle, by the way, check out the emotes. I added a new emote that I think you'll enjoy. Oh my god, that was... oh. Don't feel bad, it was worth it. You like it? I did it specifically for you.
Seems useful.
I thought you would appreciate it. I thought you would appreciate it. I still have another idea for another thing, but I just haven't had the energy to do it yet. So I got a horse thing, but where do I put it? If I do this, another guy's gonna show up. I know it is. Oh. Jeez, Tara, that was a good scare. I really was not expecting that at all. Whew. I hope it's been nice being back in school and kind of doing your own thing, you know, getting your education on. Oh, Merle. I told Weevan already, but Merle, I called my mom yesterday about going to Spain, and she went through and bought her tickets already beforehand, and she bought them through an agency, and the tickets are sold out, so I can't get one to go to Spain. The whole point of me going out there was to go with her, and now she's going with her friends, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. But like, she did it without telling us. Yeah, I'm not very happy about it, but I think I'm gonna have to plan something where I go directly out to the Netherlands instead of to Spain. And even if I just spend like a couple of days there, you know, fly out there, spend 2 or 3 nights, and then fly back, make it a quick trip, but just be able to hang out with you guys. I think we'll have to plan something like that with a bit more time, with a bit more patience, you know. Oh, it was a door. I thought that door was gonna break down and they were coming through it. Oh, Jesus! Jeez Louise, man. Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. One way or the other, we're gonna figure it out, because I definitely do want to hang out with you. But whether that's me flying out there or you guys coming over here. Because, we can't not. We can't not. It's just gonna have to be a bit more time, and we'll have to just plan it, you know? I think I shoot those things, but I feel like there's more scary guys over here. Whoa. But yeah, Xbox Master, I'm the same way as you. I think you said that you love learning about this stuff. I'm the same way as you. I love learning this stuff. I put a bunch of time into figuring out what it all is and how it works and everything. I get like super interested. And I'm just a giant fan of VR, so... Oh, wouldn't that be amazing? We could totally take a trip and go see Terra. It's so loud in that room, I can't hear you guys. Yeah, we'll like take a trip out there. Even if it's not all the way to London, like we meet halfway or whatever, because London, I think, is about 2 hours from here. I think. Maybe 3? But we could take like a road trip and then go like have like something to eat at a restaurant or whatever. And we all hang out. That would be really cool. And then Ty lives literally 15 minutes from me, 20 minutes from me. So like we can make it a whole group thing, like we win, Merle, H, me, Tara, Ty. Yeah, what about second breakfast? Second Z's. Yeah, we could make like a whole thing of it. If you two flew out here, that would be amazing. I have a spare bedroom, so I do also have a queen size bed, I'm just saying. They're both queen size, so yeah, no, I think it would be awesome. Cause like I have my spare bed. I also I have an old futon cushion that we could just like roll out on the floor. So that's 2 separate spaces for people to sleep in. And then I've got a couch. So like there's plenty of space here. And it would be really, really fun to have a big group of us just all hanging out, go out to eat. Yeah, too many plans. Yeah, no, it's gonna be something we have to plan like long term. It won't be one of those like in 2 weeks we're doing this. There's just a lot to do. So I totally get it. But yeah, I'm pretty much in the same spot, right? Like, it's been a really, really big change that's gone on. And finances are really different now for me. So it's not exactly easy for me to do all that stuff either. That'll be a big expense with the whole family. Yeah, no, I completely understand. And it's not like I'm going to be streaming for like 6 months and then it's over and we'll never talk again. If I'm going to be doing this for a while, it doesn't even have to be next year, it could be the year after, right? And I could just as easily go there first, because it's a lot easier for me to fly by myself out there, and then we all come here, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think it would be really cool, you know? Oh, I didn't realize these guys were here. Me neither. Me neither. Holy crap. Ew, their eyes are open. Oh, that's so gross. Hey, the guy's got the V marks right there. That's what I need to do? Just get like some stitches and staples? Damn, look at those shoulders though. Damn, big boy. Yes, we would go to bed. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate being here. Sweet dreams. So yeah. I'm disoriented. Am I facing the right way? I kind of am. On camera? Yeah, I kind of am. It's so much more intimidating in VR. Like, I don't even want to move at full speed because of how scary this is. Oh god. I see a gate. Gates usually mean they close as you walk by them. Oh no. I picked that up, those guys come to life, and then I gotta run. Mechanical soldier sold at. Fully grown male corpse used. Remove heart and implant Kadu. Muscle stimulation via electric shock was successful. Brain dead, so no high cognitive ability. Only moves by destructive instinct, then stops. Attached headgear to the cranium. I thought that said rectum. Attached headgear to the cranium. Electrocute. Electrodes confirm stable brainwaves. Experiment 1. Lichen fight. Was dismantled and eaten within 3 minutes. Issues with destructive and murderous capabilities. Yeah, absolutely. Sold at. Replace lower part of the arm with drill. Not enough output for effective movement. Need live bodies, perhaps. Implant could do reactor in the chest. Output greatly increased. Experiment 2. Lichen fight. Destroyed 3 lichens in 1 minute. Good result, but issues with reactor durability. May stop functioning if reactor is destroyed. Ah! So I can kill it. We have a map now. Okay. I am so sick of coughing. Maybe I should go back to school. Obviously, my reading is not the best. I confused cranium with rectum. I'm not the best reader, apparently. Oh god, here we go. I feel like I could turn this thing off if I shoot those red lights, but I also feel like it's going to come in handy being able to run away from the monster and have it get hit by these things. Oh man, I just got the craving. I want chicken pot pie. The weirdest craving, but I want chicken pot pie. Like, really bad. All of a sudden, out of nowhere. Ugh. Maybe I'll order KFC. I made soup 2 days ago, and I burnt it to a crisp, and I'm so sad about it. Oh, okay, I guess I can't go back. That's exactly why I was thinking about it. Because you said we should all hang out and go eat or something. And then I thought to myself, yeah, that would be awesome. And then that thought led me to how you're a good cook. And you always cook things that sound so delicious. And then that made me try to think of what delicious things you've cooked that I want to eat. And then I thought chicken pot pie. And now I want chicken pot pie. So it 100% is because of you. Oh, I want chicken pot pie. But I don't want the frozen stuff. I want proper chicken pot pie. I wish that one place was by me instead of all the way in Hamilton, because they made really yummy chicken pot pie. That's okay. I like food, so I don't mind if people tell me about the things they cook, and then it makes me want it, even if I can't have it. I love food. I should learn to make chicken pot pie. Uh-oh. Oh, I see him up there. Where's the mold though? Oh, is it up there? Is that where the mold is? Oh god. Is it more than one? Oh, burgers. It's still good though. Yeah. It still beats going to like McDonald's or Burger King. Because even though they're the frozen ones, they still allow for way more flavor than the ones from burger joints, you know? Oh, did I give myself a dead end here? Where are you at, homie? Because I'm 100% a fan of homemade frozen ones, honestly. Did he? He ran away, didn't he? Jesus. He's not dead, because I don't see any... He didn't drop one of those golden things, so he can't be gone. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of those. Obviously, like, fully homemade ones are still going to be even better. But yeah, no, the frozen ones are great. Who cares? I think I actually have frozen ones. I just don't have any buns. And if I'm going to make burgers, I want to do it right. I also have a big deep fryer, so I would like to make homemade fries, even if it's frozen patties. I would like to make homemade fries just for the yumminess of the homemade fries. But those are a headache to make if you have to fry them twice. Oh, I'm so tired of coughing. Oh wait, I need to... I've never had homemade chips. I feel like those would be amazing. But homemade fries, yeah, I've done them a couple of times. Once they worked out where they were super crunchy and like, or crispy and like super melt in your mouth on the inside. They were so good. But most of the time they end up being almost soggy. They still taste really good, but they're not crunchy like you get with the store-bought ones. But yeah, homemade stuff is just so good. It just stinks that it's so much work. Oh god! Woo! Are you like Lady D? You can't come into this room, so you just ignore me? He literally can't react to me while I'm in here. I think, anyway. Yeah, see, he can't react to me. Oh, can I cheese him? Hey! Oh! Nope, I can't cheese him. Nope, I can't cheese him. I thought I could, but I can't. Nope. That's what I get for trying to cheese. They fixed it. In VR, you can cheese stuff like that. You wouldn't be able to cheese it so much in flat screens, so they fixed it so you can't. Damn you, Capcom. Why'd you have to be good developers? Oh, I thought I cornered myself. I got him. Oh, that was panic right there. That was a sheer moment of panic. It was just the one, right? Yeah. Oh, that was a sheer moment of panic. Oh. Oh, man. Something in here. I genuinely thought I walked into a corner and then I was done for. But if I pick that up, that another one is gonna wake up. I know that for sure. And if I do this, another one's gonna wake up. I know that for sure too. Just do it one at a time. Okay, let's scope out, see where we have to go. That's full in bullets. That's full in bullets. Okay. This will probably close, so I won't be able to go there. This will probably open. Which goes that way. Oh man, I don't know where to go though, because that is blocked off, so I can't plan out my path on how to get away from these guys. Okay. I'll just have to like juke and dodge and like serpentine. Make sure that he can't get past me. Okay. Use my non-existent basketball skills from the basketball games that I never played in elementary school or high school. Oh, they both closed. Oh, they both closed. Wait, that one opened, okay.
Oh, Ethan. Such a disappointment. I thought we could join forces against that bitch Miranda.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Took us to be her children. She locked us away in the village. Thinking of being forced to serve her. Can't even understand that humiliation.
All right, Tara. Thank you for hanging out. Have yourself a good night. I will. Enjoy supper.
So I need power. I need enough power to destroy her. These are the fruits of my power. The strong will destroy the weak. That's the way of the world. You should have never refused me, Ethan.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. I wasted so much ammo on that guy. Pretty sure I can't go back either, right? Nope. No, I can't. A second here. I need like something to help my cough. Do I have any more in here? I have one more. One more. My eyes are watering so bad right now. Anybody on TikTok? You're trying to chat. Like it shows it on screen, but just in case, please, you gotta come over to Twitch or YouTube for me to hear your chat because I can't hear it. It has to be text-to-speech, and TikTok doesn't support that, and Restream doesn't support TikTok, so I can't hear you. So please come over to Twitch or YouTube if you want to chat with me. If not, feel free to totally hang out on TikTok, but you're just not gonna have me pay attention to you. But please don't, just don't think that I'm ignoring you. I mean, I kind of am, but not on purpose. Whoops. Okay. Come on, big guy. How did that not work? I hit him with that electric thing and it didn't work. Come on. Come on. Ah, the reload on this thing is such a pain in the butt. What the heck? Oh, whoa, 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 what's going on here? Why did you go into that menu? Why are you going in the menu? I didn't push that. What's going on? There's two of them! There's another one? I heard a loud growl. I thought that was another one. I think there is another one. I just don't know where he is. I think I'm gonna have to start relying on my shotgun now. Oh, I thought it was you growling like, you know, when you're like, oh. I thought it was that. Never mind, everybody. Merle's just hungry. Although I'm pretty hungry too. Merle, how are you feeling, by the way? Have you finally like gotten over being sick? Are you starting to feel better finally? Oh, good. Man, that sickness held on for a while. Oh, my elbow. Oh, I gotta say, those guys are way scarier in VR, but they are manageable. Because I can aim way easier in VR than I can not in VR. Although, I was gonna say, I'm seeing these electric things. Wow. Like, that's a really long time to be sick. Glad you're feeling better. It's not fun when you're sick, especially when you're really sick. Like, I'm not really sick. I've got this dumb cough now. But outside of that, and a bit of a runny nose. But outside of that, I feel perfectly fine. So I'm more frustrated that I'm just not coughing, especially because my audition's in 2 days. But I am glad you're feeling better. Oh, maybe I'll order some KFC for dinner. I know I shouldn't be eating fast food, but KFC for dinner does sound pretty yummy. There's another one. He's gonna wake up too. Look at them. They're so scary looking, man. Whoa! Whoa, there's two of them. Oh, he's got two of them. Yeah, give me the shotgun. Oh, he doesn't have a thing. He doesn't have a thing to blow up. Oh, it's on his back. Okay. I guess I'll use my handgun. No, I can't use my handgun. Oh god. I'm running more pipe bombs. Okay. Good idea. Good idea, me. I hear another one. So I was mentioning that I want to play Subnautica in VR. The beauty about that is it's going to be PC VR, and I should be able to use, I think it's called OVR, where I can like pin windows onto my wrist. So I should be able to pin at least one of the chats onto my wrist. And so I'll probably do like the TikTok chat on my wrist and then like text-to-speech in my ears or something. So that way I can talk to everybody while playing Subnautica. That'll make it even better. Oh, we're back. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Oh, it's so scary just seeing them float over my head like that. Like they're just gonna drop and attack me. Something bad's gonna happen. Something bad's gonna happen. Big guy's gonna break through a wall, I bet you. Big guy's gonna break through that wall. Oh, is this the big fan guy? The big fan guy's gonna come, isn't he? It's gonna be the big fan guy. They don't put that way up there for a shorter guy. Oh, it's just a regular one, okay. Still makes me nervous though. They're not gonna show us that big fan guy at the beginning and not have him show up again, so I know he's coming. I know he is. Right there, he's gonna break through that wall. Oh, I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Oh god, he's right there! Oh. Okay. Whew. Just chill out here and enjoy the view. Holy crap. Oh. This is really cool being way up here. It's really, really cool. It's intimidating. Hello, Duke.
My services, please come take a look.
What are you buying?
Ah, yes, yes. I've prepared a special present for you.
Oh, 50,000. I've got 357,000. I am totally buying that, but give me a sec here. Let me sell you some stuff.
Little often fills the purse, as they say.
Worth 69,000.
Ah, so you noticed that.
Ooh. Level 1 is power 200. But it's got a lot of recoil, I'm sure. Oh, cool. We got like a cool sword we could buy. For a, what? 61, I'm guessing with a shotgun. I don't even get ammo for this gun, so what's the point of that? Oh, I'm kind of tempted. So this one is 170, but this one starts right at 200. This one starts at 8. This one starts at 1,160. What is this thing? How is this that powerful? Oh, a semi-automatic shotgun. Wow, and it's focused. Machine pistol. Maybe I'll do this.
Oh, excellent choice.
Yeah, like that's 160, but this is 200. That's pretty intense. What's this? I kind of don't want this weapon because it doesn't actually provide me with anything because I don't have ammo for it. So let's just get rid of it.
Do take care selecting your weapons.
Alright, let's get this automatic shotgun, I guess.
Oh my, it won't fit in your bag.
Well, maybe if I organized it, stop judging me. Stop judging me. You just gave me a new bigger bag, so like, of course it will fit. Jerk. Oh, that reminds me as well, everybody. Maybe tomorrow I need to play some Payday. That it's not really my type of game. I actually really dislike those types of games, but it's part of the Deep Silver thing. So I'm gonna have to download it and play it. Just so you all know. Oh, no. No. It's right there. What do you mean cancel? Yes, purchase.
You'll be slaughtering things in droves.
But yeah, I'll have to be playing some Paydays, so just in case you are all interested. Oh, I could. It's a bayonet specifically for the shotgun. Oh. Shotgun for the shotgun. Sniper rifle for the handgun. Let's see.
Please come again.
But yeah, Payday is not my type of game, but it is part of the Deep Silver thing, so I'm probably going to end up playing it. What's this one called? The GM, no, the SIG 12. B61. B61 or SIG 12?
Welcome. To hunger used to be alive.
Are you crying right now, Merle? Does it make you cry? Because I wouldn't blame you.
Looking forward to testing it out.
Because I don't blame you. I've heard it's pretty emotional at the end. Oh. Dang it, man. I don't have anything to make food with.
Good day then.
Holy crap, this is crazy looking. Oh, nice. Cool. And you're still the same. I still haven't beaten God of War. I need to play that.
Got a long way to go.
Wait, is there a save point over here? I should save. And what time is it? 5:41. Started at 3:30. It's been about 2 hours. I think I might take a break for a minute just so I can sit and like relax my back because whew, it's painful standing in the same position for hours on end.
Miranda thinks we're nothing but children. Oh, she doesn't care for us? No. She's long lost all her humanity. I must destroy her.
I don't give a shit about your family drama.
Probably would have helped if I upgraded my weapon. That's what I meant to do, and I didn't do it. Let me kill this other guy, and then I'm gonna go upgrade my weapon real quick. Chem fluid. I thought you were gonna give me some one of those little diamond headpiece things. Yeah, let me go do that real quick. I'm gonna upgrade my weapon. I'm gonna sit and take a break for just like 15 minutes, and then we'll get back into it for like another half an hour. This game is so good. Kind of bummed out I'm nearing the end.
Naturally.
Chew your food better, Duke, then you won't choke.
Food is life.
Food is life. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh, man. You're so expensive now. Why did you raise your prices?
To think I would buy such things.
I don't think I'm going to find any more food from here until the end. So you know what? Just sell it all. I might regret that, but I'm selling it all anyway.
What? Ah, it's fine. All finished.
I don't have enough money for anything else. 31,000. I've got 12. Dang. Okay. Well, did what I could.
Please come again.
May you take a seat for a few minutes? Oh yeah. Whew. Oh, this headset's so hot. My hair looks so hot too. Look at my hair. I probably look so sexy right now. Oh, wow. Give me a sec here. I'm just getting my chair so I can sit. Oh, man. Oh. I hope you guys are enjoying that so far. Like I said, I'm probably not going to go for too much longer. I got like indents in my head and everything from outside I wear the headset. Okay. Should be able to hear me, right? It's going to sound kind of echoey, but at least you can hear me. Oh my gosh. This game is intense. Like, honestly, it's such a huge difference when you play it in VR versus when you're playing it in flat screen. And it really makes for a totally new experience. I didn't expect that at all. I genuinely thought it was going to be similar, but not as good as it has been. And it's really, really good. VR has made a really big difference. Oh, I just need to sit, because the thing is, like, standing for a job on a regular basis isn't too bad. But when you're standing in literally the same position, because I'm not rotating, I'm not shifting my feet, I'm trying to stand still as much as I can so the camera doesn't lose me, your legs lock and your back stays in the same position, it starts to really hurt after about an hour. So it gets tiring, man. It's so tiring. Just making sure I didn't miss like a text message or something. Oh. Let's do that. Just so we're not sitting in silence. Oh, I'm gonna get back into it in just a minute. Give me just like a second to go. But look at this red mark right here from the headset. Look at that. You can tell how tight I'm wearing the headset because of that. I hope. Sorry, just texting my stepdaughter. Yeah. Oh, exhausting. It's so tiring. Stormtrooper, how's it going? What are you knowing about? I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm just catching my breath because standing in the same position for like an hour straight without actually moving really, really gets tiring. It hurts. It hurts my back. So I'm just taking a quick break. I'm going to start up in just a minute. I just need like 5-10 minutes to just sit. I also want to get my, I can see chat if I'm, I should probably turn that thing off right now while I'm talking. If I'm not wearing my headset, it's when I put my headset on that I can't see chat. So when I put my headset on, there, because I'm in VR, and the thing is that's why you see this mark on my face right here. The thing is that in VR, I only can do it through text-to-speech, and TikTok isn't supported by Restream, and TikTok doesn't have a text-to-speech feature, so I can hear what's being said. So I have to just use Restream, and that's through Twitch and YouTube. So that's why I have that up. But I will be starting in just a second. I just needed a second to chill out. I am so tired of like just standing in the same position. I mean, let me get my elbow strap real quick because my elbow's hurting from playing from work.
Hello.
Trilena, hello. How's it going? Welcome. Give me just a second, everybody. I have a job that I'm playing Resident Evil 8. We're gonna start in just a second again. I just needed a break to sit down because it's exhausting. So my job has caused me to have like a strain injury in my elbow. So this helps by tightening on the tendon and it stops the strain on the elbow. But it's pretty bad today. I don't know why. It's not normally this painful. It's pretty painful today. So I am just, whoa, man, look at, whoa, what's with the low frame rate?
So I just lurk.
No worries. No worries, Trilena. I totally understand. Don't worry. Yeah, no worries. I totally get it. But yeah, we're gonna play some Resident Evil, and I just needed a second to sit down. My elbow's hurting, so I wanted to put this on so it doesn't hurt anymore. It's magic. It like instantly stops the pain. It's great. And then we'll keep playing for just a second. I just wanted to chill out. I just want to see. Oh, nice. It closes at 10. Awesome. I'm gonna go pick up some KFC for dinner. I'll do like a bucket of chicken and fries and stuff, and that way I can eat it for the next couple of days. Because I'm too lazy to cook. I burnt all my stuff. And it's only Tuesday, and I don't have a chance to go to the grocery store for a few days. Till Thursday, anyway. Yeah, so we're at the end of the game. We're just exploring Heisenberg's big factory. Maybe I'll play sitting down now. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll play sitting down. That way my back doesn't hurt so much. And then, yeah, all we have to do is beat Heisenberg and then we're done the game. Like, we're doing the section right now. I think there's one more floor for sure. There might be 2 more floors I have to explore. And then we do the final fight and then the game's over. But it's taken me an hour to explore the one floor. If I explore another floor, it'll take me another hour. And then pretty much the stream would be done at that point. Because I've been live for just a little bit over 2 hours. So we might have to leave the last... If there's a third floor that we have to explore, well, we might have to leave that for next stream. And then the final boss fight, which might be a pretty short gameplay session. But then either we'll start something new, or it'll be a short stream. I'm not sure yet. Just at work, Stormtrooper. It's just a strain injury, like from using it too much. Like doing the same motion too many times. I just want to see one thing in the mailbox. Give me just a second. I'm waiting for a package, but it hasn't arrived and I don't have a tracking... Like, I don't have tracking info. It should have been here by now. It's been, like, 9 days. Normally it takes about 5. So I don't know what's taking it so long. We'll start in just a second. A few more seconds, and I'll be good to go. Nothing. Nothing. I am Canadian. Yes, I am. Yeah, the game is awesome. The game is really good. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play sitting. I don't want to stand anymore. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm here. I move back. It is dark. Can you not follow me? Why can't you focus? Focus on me. Focus on me. There you go. No. There you go. Okay. Nope. There. Can you see me now, camera? Can you see me? Maybe I'll just bring it closer. Maybe that'll help. Okay. From here, can you see me? Still can't fully focus on me. It's having a hard time. That's really weird. Maybe the lighting is just not bright enough. Whoops. I was probably out of focus for the whole stream without even knowing. Now that it's brighter. Yeah, it's doing better. Okay. Let's get back to it, I guess. That. And that. Okay. That should be pretty good. Okay. And that should be pretty close so you can hear me okay. Hopefully I won't smack the dang thing. Back to the game. Battery's gonna be dead on this in a second anyway. I remind you of your friend who's Canadian. I hope that's a good thing. I hope that's a good thing. Okay, so, why is it? Is it? Wait, did the tracking thing disappear? Is that what happened? It disappeared? That is really weird. I had a weird outline thing before that I turned off, and now that I'm... Or is it... No. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's because I'm not wearing it. That's why. Okay. I was like, why is the outline gone?
____________. Hello.
Hello, Stormtrooper. Oh god. No offense, but your name is gonna be so irritating. I'm using voice to speech, and it literally goes Stormtrooper ________ every time it's gonna read your name. Oh, that's gonna be rough. Okay, but hello. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate it. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's using text to speech that's the annoying part. It's not you. It's the fact that Sony decided that they're not going to support showing me stream text on screen and that I have to rely on listening to it. So dumb. I don't know why Sony did that, because I would love to hear what you guys are saying and not have to, or I would love to see what you guys are saying and not have to hear it. Because sometimes there's like explosions happening and then I can't hear it, or it'll read the name and it reads it with a weird accent and then I can't understand who it's referencing, which is like the worst part, when it's like trying to say their name and it says it wrong and it says it so quickly that I can't tell. Shut up. Okay. And I think that's it. All right. Nope, not that one. This one. Okay. Alright, cool. Just making sure you guys don't hear the text-to-speech the whole time. Because it's the worst. I don't want to ruin your experience either. Alright, let's go back to it. Sitting feels so much nicer. It's so much better. Oh, I gotta turn it on TikTok. I don't want people popping into TikTok and being mad at me. Don't be mad at me, TikTok. I just can't see it because TikTok doesn't support it. Dang it, I can't see it. I can't make it out. Mouse, mouse, mouse. Okay, there we go. There we go. It is. It's they're forcing us to use their app, which fine, whatever. You want us to use your app, that's cool. But it would be much better if their app wasn't a pile of garbage at times. Like, I'll get messages on my screen that'll be like, we haven't detected any stream activity. We're gonna disconnect your stream in 30 seconds unless you confirm. But it's like, I'm literally live right now. I'm in the middle of talking. What do you mean there's no stream activity? It'll just randomly say that I'm not streaming. Or I've been banned on occasion for no reason. Or you can't add filters on TikTok. Like, filters as in things for the camera to do special stuff. Can't do any of that on TikTok. There's no Stream Deck support on TikTok. The text-to-speech, like all of it, it's just a nightmare to have to use, and the fact that TikTok is forcing us to use it is so stupid. It's like the littlest magazine ever. Or is it clip? Whatever. I'm Canadian. We don't use guns. I don't know. I have a friend who was in the army, and she explained the difference, but I still don't know what it is. Cobwebs are so gross. Get out of my face, cobwebs. Uh-oh. The hallway. Fan guy's gonna break in through there. Is there anything I need? No. Run right to it. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Oh. Okay. Oh, God. I know what happens here, and I don't like it. Make some, yeah, let's do it. Okay. Maybe I'll make some of these. Okay. Okay, this should work. I hope. Anybody who's new to the channel, we're obviously playing Resident Evil 8 in VR, but I stream 5 days a week. Whoa!
Another one?
Whoa! Oh god! Oh god! Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Oh crap! That I didn't know they could do that. Did I die? Nope. No, don't kill me. My. It's so much harder when you're sitting because it can't pick things up as easily. Whoa! Oh, that was rough. That was really rough. And you piece of junk, you didn't even blow up. They were right there. Couldn't feel the fans. Sorry, everybody. Here we go. Whoops. It's got a hair trigger on this thing. This one's only available on the PlayStation VR 2. Now, you can get a modded version for PC, but I'm using the legit version. So I'm using the PSVR 2. But when I start Subnautica, I'm going to be playing that in VR, and that one's going to be on the Quest 2. This looks so much bigger in VR than it does on flat screen. It's wild. Like, this is just a giant empty room. It's crazy. Soldat enhancement Soldat jet. Attach the jetpack and head stabilizers to the Soldat greatly improves mobility. Experiments to prove limited flight capabilities, no long distance flight, but now possible to navigate rugged terrain. Soldat enhancement Soldat Panzer. Attached aluminum alloy shielding to Soldat to protect chest reactor and exposed flesh. Experimentation proves he is invincible against regular firearms. Oh, 100%. 100% I do. Armor doesn't hold up against strong blasts. Further development is needed. Yeah, VR is, like, for me, it's the only way games should be made. I know they can't because not enough people are doing VR and not enough people can do VR all the time. But it's honestly a game changer playing a game in VR. There's just nothing like it. Why is my phone going crazy? What's going on here? Oh, just a whole bunch of comments on Instagram. Here we go. Don't go out there, you moron! Stay in here! Oh, quick time reaction.
Shit, that was close.
Well, you moron, you see a big flashing light and you hear a bunch of wind. You don't walk towards it. Ethan may be one of the dumbest protagonists in a video game ever. But yeah, Stormtrooper, VR is not for everybody, 100%, and I can totally accept that. But I would love to play all games in VR, even like third-person games, like God of War and stuff. I wouldn't mind if they made it into a VR game, not like with motion, but the way that they did like a game like Moss or the little robot game on the PlayStation, where like it's more like a scenery in front of you and your head is just the camera and you can control it like a regular character. Even that, to me, is way more exciting than just flat screen.
Soon.
I have played Minecraft VR, it's amazing.
Your rose. If
It's
that
like my favorite way to play
happens, it's
Minecraft.
all over. For your kid. And for the whole village. But don't worry. I'll stop it. I'll use Rose to kill Miranda. Poor Papa. You're the only one who doesn't see your kid's power.
Take Rose? I'd like to see you try.
Dude, do we even have Rose? We put her stuff inside of a box, so like, or a machine or whatever. Also Ethan, also Heisenberg, we see the power. We don't care about the power. There's a very big difference, you moron. Yeah, it can make people really, really motion sick. I don't really get it. I get a little bit. When I take a break and I haven't played VR for a while, like if it's been like, a couple months since I've done VR, I'll get motion sick. It'll take me a few days to get back into it. Once I'm in it, it doesn't bother me anymore. Like, now, I've been playing Resident Evil 8 in VR for a couple of weeks now, and each session is a couple of hours long. And before that, I was playing Call of the Mountain and After the Fall, which is kind of like Left 4 Dead. And I don't feel sick. Like, right now, I don't feel sick. The biggest issue that I have on stream is standing up or playing sitting, but then, like, the armrests get in the way. Or it's the actual, like, pressure, because this headset is what they call a halo strap. So this is actually what's holding the headset on, not the face guard. And so as I move around, it kind of shifts a little bit. So I have to wear it really tightly for it not to move. So it stays focused. But the tighter it goes, the more pressure on my head, so it gives me a headache. And the headset overall gets warm. This one's not so bad. The Quest is really bad. This one's not so bad. But it still gets warm because you have something on your face, right? So you feel really hot as you play. And then I'm streaming, so I've got a hot computer going, the PlayStation's going, the lights are on. So it gets really warm in here. So those are the things I struggle with, but the actual motion sickness doesn't bother me. Oh, that does remind me though. But yeah, the motion sickness doesn't bother me. Whoops. Go back into the game. It's just the heat. The heat makes it really uncomfortable. Let's turn this all the way up. But it's hit and miss. Some people will have motion sickness and they will never ever ever get out of it. Like, they can play for hours and it doesn't matter. They're always going to want to puke. But there are also some people that are more like me, where I had motion sickness at the beginning and then I got used to it and then it was fine. And then there are people that don't have any motion sickness ever, and they're really lucky. But it's the getting the past it that's hard, because like, if you get motion sickness, why would you keep playing if you're gonna puke, right? But if you don't keep playing despite that feeling, you'll never get used to it. So it's a really weird catch-22, because you won't really know if you can get used to it unless you fight against the sickness. But sometimes you're gonna fight against the sickness and you're not gonna get through it, so you torture yourself for nothing. Thankfully, I don't deal with that anymore, so it's good. It's so big in here. This is awesome.
Naturally.
Naturally. Naturally.
Food is life.
Still 65,000. That is intense. A lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. Okay, well, I wasn't gonna sell my shotgun because I thought the shotgun would only work. Like, I thought this one was supposed to be very focused and this one was gonna spread out, but no, this one spreads out too, so I don't really need this one anymore.
You no longer need this?
No, I don't.
Ah.
Oh. Oh, to eat food is life. It sounds so gross. The Lemmy. Should I sell my Lemmy? This one does 220 power. This one only does 160. I think I'm gonna sell my Lemmy. I'm gonna risk it.
Do take care selecting your weapons.
That's all I need. 3.
Delighted to.
You know what? Yeah, because I haven't seen that done.
Have a wonderful adventure.
Shut up, dude. How do I want to plug it into something. What on this? How do I combine things? How do I combine? Let me combine it. Did that do it? No. I don't know how to combine in VR. That's weird. Oh, maybe this. This. Or... Oh. Combine, dude. How about a different weapon then? Right? Oh. Weird. I don't know how to combine things. Huh. It says equip, but I can't equip it. I can't equip it. That's stupid. Now it's taking up space in my inventory for nothing. It's locked, but I haven't picked up the key. That's not good. So, how about that weather? It's been pretty crazy, hasn't it? Wow. So my conversation is just boring you so much you want to sleep? Rude, bro. Rude. Ew, a raccoon pelt. Gross. A map for the factory. That's not. Come on. Come on. Go that way. What's this? What's this room? Oh, this is a room I didn't check out. Oh, it's a ball thing. I could do one of those. Cool. That's it? That's all that was in here? Okay. Oh, let's do it. Oh, I don't have a ball. Dang it. Nope.
It's dark.
You think, bro? You think it's dark? Sorry that I'm coughing all over the microphone and you're hearing it. I'm really sorry. It wasn't dark in here before. I really don't like that it's dark now. Oh. Where you at, bro? Come back. I really feel like exploring this area right now in the dark is a really bad idea. I don't know where else to go, though. I knew it. Must have missed the key somewhere. I definitely have one more key to make. I just don't know where. Because there's a door up here. And I don't have a key to that either. Do I need to turn those off? Oh, there's a lot of you in here. Maybe I need to disable these. I don't want to, but maybe I have to. Oh, come on. There's a delay in my audio, and it's kind of hard to... Come on. Slice. Slice, slice, slice. I'm cheesing it. I don't want to waste my bullets. There. So what did that do? Did that help me in any way? I don't think it did. I don't think it did anything. I think it just wasted bullets. I thought something would have like lit up here or something would have happened. Huh. Oh, there is a huge delay in my audio. Oh, huge delay. Why? Yeah, we're back in here. There's this door, but I can't open it. Can't open it. Go down again. Yeah, I'm missing something in here. The room is still red, so there's something I'm missing. Something's going on in here that I didn't do. Wouldn't be red if I completed it, so I must have missed something in here. What though? What did I miss? Come on, Ethan. Tell me. Show me. Oh, it was just that. Oh, it was ammo. Damn it. Okay. Alright, well this area's clean. So is this area. And that area. Alright. We have now double and triple checked everything. Oh! Oh, I didn't pick this one up! Oh no, because I was scared. Alright, let's do it. That. Oh. Clean in here now. No, it actually can make it worse. At least in my opinion. I don't know what other more experienced VR people would say, but I think it makes it worse because when you're standing, you can move your body. And you can feel more like you're in the world. Now, it's double-edged. Now that I'm talking about it, it's a little bit more complicated than that. When you're standing, you can move your body, which, like, takes care of the turning motion sickness, which that's the worst part of all the motion sickness, is when you turn, you can feel super sick. At least for me, that's when I feel the worst. But when you're sitting, the big problem is that you can, obviously everything's in the way, and you can't turn, so you have to rely on the joystick, and this is what makes you feel dizzy, doing this. Whereas, like, when you're standing up, you can do this, and you achieve the same thing, but because you're moving, it's less nauseating. But when you're standing up, any little bit that makes you dizzy, you start to lose your balance. When you're sitting, you don't lose your balance. So it's kind of both. But I'm just sitting because when I play VR, I like to move. But because I'm on camera and the microphone's right there, I can't move, or else you wouldn't be able to hear me. It would just be mute, or really echoey, or I would just walk off and you wouldn't see me on camera anymore. So I prefer being able to sit so I can, or no, because I'm standing, I get more tired, my knees are locked and they hurt, and my back hurts, because I'm not moving. So by sitting, I'm not locking my knees anymore, and I'm not standing in the same position the whole time, so it's a lot less exhausting. That's the only reason I'm sitting, because it's less tiring. And usually people, when they play VR, they play for like an hour or two, and I'm now playing for like 3 or 4, so it's much more tiring. I feel like he's supposed to wake up. Is this where I put the cog then that I just found? I feel like I'm supposed to plug in the thing that I picked up, but I don't know where. This is still red, but I think it's red because I haven't been in this room to pick up whatever's in here. Like, I can't get it, and I don't know how to open it. I don't want to blow stuff up. Oh, what the hell? Nope. I thought it was going to blow this up, but nope. Okay, I'm gonna assume that's why I can't get what's ever in here, because that room. So let's get back out. Let's keep following this path. I'm probably not gonna stream too much longer. I'm getting tired, and I want to grab something to eat. And chat's not super active, so I'm not. I don't feel bad for cutting out if I do. I do want to like try to get past this area though. At least get that key. If I can get that key, then we can do the next step and that'll be fine, but I don't think I want to go past that because then it'll be like the ending. Ty, how are you, man? How are you feeling today? You feeling any better? Or are you feeling worse? Missing something in here too, aren't I? Oh, good. I mean, not good they have a sore throat, but I'm feeling, I was talking about this earlier. It's really frustrating because I'm actually feeling fine, but I have this dumb cough and that is making me feel sick because I keep coughing and it's making me making my head hurt, and it's almost making me nauseated, which like really sucks, because outside of that, like, I feel perfectly fine. It's really frustrating, and my nose is a bit stuffed, but that's mostly because I'm playing VR right now, and for some reason the pressure on my nose makes my nose stuffy. Or not stuffy, makes it runny. But yeah, I'm feeling okay. It's just the dumb cough. I'm glad that you haven't felt worse. Sucks that it's a sore throat, but yeah, it really does. And it pretty much doesn't go away until summer again. And it's rough because like when you got a kid at home, they're the ones that get you sick. Then you like for me, Nora's gone. I don't have that worry anymore, but my brother has kids, and him and I work in close quarters. So if they get him sick, he's gonna get me sick. So not happy with that. That kind of sucks. Okay, so down here's fine. Why is up here red? What have I not picked up? I'm obviously missing something in this area. I remember you mentioning that. Yeah, that's probably where you got it. That's probably exactly where you got it. It's so frustrating. Because it's not like he did it on purpose. Now, we're not gonna get into the politics of it, but was he wearing a mask? Oh, poor kid. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is like, people are too... Yeah, people are too fixated on, like, the political meaning of a mask. But, like, just plain science. If you're not feeling well, wear a mask so you don't get everybody else around you sick. And even, like, it doesn't really do much, but the way I look at it is I'd rather have, like, 1% extra protection than 0% protection. I would wear a mask if I'm going to end up doing a test for myself, just because maybe if somebody is sick and they don't know, maybe that mask will just make the difference between me catching it and not catching it. And I'm not even talking like COVID or anything crazy. I'm just talking about anything, a cold or whatever. Even like I went to go do my car yesterday for the oil change. I wore a mask because I know I'm not feeling well. And I know I was going to sit in a waiting room for hours. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear a mask. That way I save them the hassle in case they don't, in case they catch it. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, if you're in a test in a room with a bunch of people, like just, and you don't feel well, just do the courtesy and just throw it on for a couple of hours. It's not going to kill you. It doesn't mean anything political. Just be a decent human, you know? It drives me crazy. I hate it. It's the best way. It's the best way. If you're going to be sick, everybody should be sick. But yeah, I hate being sick. Like, that's the big thing, is I hate being sick. And so if I can do something to kind of ease that a little bit for myself, I'm gonna do it. And if I can do something to not make other people sick, I'm gonna do it. Because I don't mind a little discomfort if it's gonna make other people potentially not get sick. Oh, I didn't realize I could go down here. But yeah, man, I'm sorry that you've gotten sick. Hopefully it passes quick. Because, like, if it's anything like what I got, it's passed really fast. It's just stupid cough that now kicked in. The sliding noise was really loud. Yeah, that draggy feeling really sucks, and I'm over that finally. Like, I feel good. Like, I don't feel kind of bleh. See, and I have the opposite effect, but my body just kind of sucks for that kind of stuff. If I take meds, I actually feel worse. The medication side effect hits me pretty hard. So, like, I try to stick to, like, plain Tylenol to hopefully help a little bit with that sick feeling, but yeah, I don't react well to meds, which kind of sucks. That being said, though, yeah, if they're helping you, take them, man. Just because, like, it's not actually gonna make you healthy, but it at least helps with those gross feelings. And really, a lot of like sick treatment is just getting rid of the gross feelings because they can't actually get rid of the virus. So do what it takes to make you feel better. Oh god, something's gonna break through the wall, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, no, I can imagine that. Like, as long as you can get through that, like, just enough to get through, like, the basic functions of the day. That's the downside for me, is, like, because of the work I do, because it's so physical and it gets so hot, I can't just, like, feel well enough to just kind of drag by. I have to feel as well as possible or else I'm gonna pass out at work. So I kind of, it's frustrating when I get sick. Thankfully, like I said, it's passed quickly. It's just this dumb cough, and now the cough, the only reason it has me concerned is my audition's in 2 days. And right now my voice isn't too croaky, but yesterday it was a little bit croaky. Yeah, and that's exactly what happens. I get like a quarter of the way through the day and I'm just like, I don't want to go, I don't want to do it anymore. Like I'm hitting a wall. Thai is hot. But that's exactly it, is that feeling of like just being worn down because of the heat and the exhaustion of like the physical work. But yeah, now it's just the croaky voice. I'm really worried that I'm not going to be able to sing for my audition because my voice is like this. I'm thinking I'm going to record myself today, just in case it does turn out to get worse tomorrow and then I'm like a frog on Thursday. If that's the case, at least I have a recording. I can be like, look, I'll sing for you now. I can't promise it'll be good, but here's what I normally sound like, so at least you have an idea. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see what kind of director it is. Because some directors will be like, ha, you loser. Of course we're not going to listen to you. No, you guys should totally flirt all you want in my chat. I want to be that weird, creepy guy that just sits there and stares at you while you guys are, like, flirting with each other. Yeah, that's what happened to the one actress on some police show. And when she auditioned, she was sick. And she sounded more like this. So when she auditioned, they liked her voice. And then later on, she wasn't sick anymore. And she had to keep doing that voice artificially just to, like, give them what they wanted. But no, I have an okay deep voice when it comes to singing. It's the high notes that have me worried. I can fake a deep voice if they end up liking the sick-sounding deep voice, if I get that frog voice, but I won't be able to do the high-pitched voice. We'll see. We'll see. I'm trying not to put any pressure on myself for this audition because, one, it's community theater, so it's not like it's some big opportunity in the future. And two, I'm not exactly the most, I'm not the best fit for the show. So I'm not super concerned if I don't get it. There's also somebody that I don't know if they still work at that theater, but if they do, I really don't want to deal with them, so it'll almost be a blessing in disguise, but I would like to do a show. I miss being on stage. Yeah, no, I'd be totally fine with a minor role. No, I've only seen a couple of things, but they weren't too exciting. I haven't really, like, followed up to see what else was being said. Like, the two main things that I heard was about how Elder Scrolls probably won't be until, like, 2026, and potentially later. And it won't be coming to PlayStation. Like, that was pretty much the only thing I've heard. Which is, like, big news, but at the same time, it's kind of like, well, yeah, of course. But I haven't followed anything else. I should probably read on it. But yeah, I'm okay with a minor role. No way. Could you imagine if they did that? Could you imagine them buying Nintendo? It would never happen. Nintendo is worth way too much, and they're not going to give up their company for one big payout. But how wild would that be? Mind you, Xbox also doesn't really know what they're doing when it comes to the gaming community. So it's not like they would really save Nintendo from the mistakes they're making, but at the same time, it would be really cool to see that happen. That was proven. That was a lie. I mean, from everything I've seen, the hardware technically is more powerful, but they're not using it. Yeah. Yeah, they're literally not able to do anything with it. So what's the point of having it if you don't know how to use it? It's kind of like when you see one of those really old guys that buys like a Ferrari and then they're driving at like 40 the whole time. What's the point of having all that power if you're not using it? Kind of the same with the Xbox. Now, the Xbox doesn't have that much more power than the PlayStation, but it does have some. So you would expect Microsoft to actually do something with it. It's kind of dumb that they're not. I'm disoriented. I went the wrong way. Let me pause because I want to make sure that I hear it. Because right now the voice is really quiet, so I'm like picking up like 70% of what's being said. I don't want to miss what you're going to say. But yeah, it's weird because like even the oh, here we go. That's cool, but if you don't actually put the ingredients together and into the oven, then you just have a bunch of raw ingredients. Like, because the obviously this isn't like the end all, but the teraflops. Xbox has more teraflops than the PlayStation does. Almost every game that has been reviewed by Digital Foundry between the PlayStation and the Xbox, almost always it performs better on the Xbox by like a frame or two. And some of the stuff is more stable, like Dead Space. The lighting was more stable and the upscaling was more stable on the Xbox than on the PlayStation. But the frame rate was only better by like 1 or 2 frames on average. Like not a huge difference. But that's with a third-party multi-port game. There is no reason that Xbox can't take their hardware and do what PlayStation does, and because it's more powerful, do more with it. But they're just not. So like that's boasting for no reason. Whereas PlayStation, sure, they might be on paper weaker, but their games objectively look better. Because like Starfield, pretty good looking game. I do like how it looks. I think the textures look really nice. The scenery is really nice. The NPCs are weird, but the scenery is really nice. The lighting is great. But that still doesn't look as good as like Horizon Forbidden West. Or I'm trying to think of other like the upgraded like Miles Morales. Like that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Yeah, I'll have to read up on it. And that's another thing. It's like, okay, Starfield is working out really well for Xbox, and a lot of like Xbox fans are hopeful that this is like the turnaround moment for them. I don't think it's going to be the turnaround. They have one really good product and they have nothing else. So it's not really the turnaround, but this gives some hope. But this would have been their opportunity. Like this year would have been, like between last year and this year, would have been such a golden time for Xbox to release hit after hit after hit and like gain some of that back. I'm only iffy about Fable because Fable is very niche, which isn't a bad thing because like Silent Hill, I'm a huge fan of that. That's super niche. Resident Evil is pretty niche. But it's been so long, and this looks, from the little clips we've seen, looks so different that it could go either way. I'm scared. I heard they weren't. I heard they're not going to. What I heard was that they came out and said we're not doing a mid-gen refresh because they were asking because of the PlayStation, and I heard they weren't going to. But maybe that was just a flat-out lie, and they've gone back on it. But yeah, with Fable, I just feel like it can go one way or the other because it's been so long, and Peter Molyneux isn't involved anymore, which is a good thing. But it's a new team, so it may not be what everybody expects, so that might make it fail. I'm hopeful that it'll be good. What I saw looked really interesting, so I'm hopeful. But like the other game, the vampire game, that was a complete flop. And there was another one that came out that was also a flop, and it's like, but Starfield is really, really good. So I'm hopeful that they can do something with it to start that momentum. But this would have been the year they should have like completely wiped the floor with PlayStation, because PlayStation doesn't have anything. So yeah, kind of embarrassing for them to have those emails being so overly confident and then doing nothing with it, because it's there. They do have better hardware. The Game Pass, at least to me, is a much better service than anything Sony offers. Like, Sony ups their price, and they don't offer anything worthwhile. Game Pass offers us so much. Yeah. Yeah, I think it looks really interesting. Yeah, and that's exactly it, right? That's why I hate this whole console wars BS, because yeah, I gotta read about all that. Yeah, Xbox has so much potential, and they're just squandering it. They're not doing anything with it. They're not doing what gamers want. They're doing what businesses think. Like, they're thinking of us the way they think of PC players. They're not thinking of us the way that gaming companies think of us, which is a big mistake. Like, they really need to like get their nose in the grindstone and work on it. That being said, what did you just say? Oh, with the competition. Yeah, that's why I hate the whole console wars thing, because it's good that we have separate companies that have their own special games. Exactly, that's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. That's what I was trying to get at, but I couldn't think of a product as an example. But that's exactly it. That's what they're trying to make Xbox into. And like, Game Pass is a great service. I love it. I'm playing Starfield right now, and I haven't paid for it because I've got Xbox Game Pass, and I can play it. And if I get bored of it, I can cancel, or I have other games to try. Like, it's a good service. They just need to have more first party stuff, because yeah, that competition's important. Like, Nintendo has stuff that makes me want to buy the next Switch because I know I'll only get it on that console. And PlayStation has things that makes me want to stay with PlayStation because I know I'll only play it on that console, like this right now. And Xbox has Starfield. They don't understand that you need to have stuff to sell the console. That whole idea that Phil Spencer answered that interview where they're like, if you do games, you'll make people buy consoles, and his response being like, "Oh, I don't think a game is going to make people want to buy a console." It does, though. And that's why people do that. That's why people don't buy the Xbox, because you don't have anything making it worthwhile. If I can play everything on the Xbox on my PC or on my PlayStation, why do I need an Xbox? Give me something that's Xbox exclusive, even if it's PC exclusive as well. But give me something that's Xbox exclusive that isn't going to be on PlayStation, and that's worthwhile. That's actually like Last of Us level, Spider-Man level. Give us something like that. Exactly. Exactly. And that's it, right? Like, at least the argument with the PC can be that upgrading can be expensive, right? Like, I was looking at a new video card. Like, I've got decent video cards, but I was thinking about future proofing because I've got a little bit of money left. And I was like, you know what? I can future proof, get myself a video card now, top of the line, and be good for like 6 years and not have to worry about buying one. But they're almost $2,000. That's a lot of money for a video card. So like, that's the only thing I can say, at least with Xbox, you can kind of be guided towards the console because it's cheaper. But yeah, you can just play on PC, and even to add to your argument, you can use Xbox Game Cloud. So you could stream it without upgrading your PC. And just use a browser and make sure your internet's half decent, and you could stream it. That's what I've been doing with my ROG Ally. Up until recently, I didn't have Starfield installed on it. I was just streaming it. And it was okay. It wasn't great. You're not going to get 4K crystal clear image. But if it's just in a case of playing the game, it is the Xbox graphics, the Xbox Series X graphics, just with the lower bitrate, so the quality isn't super crystal clear. But you can play it. So you don't even need to upgrade your PC to do it, theoretically. So like, Xbox needs to do a bit more about focusing. I get it. They cover PCs, so like, they win anyway. But but make games that make it worthwhile. Because right now, anything that I could play on Xbox, potentially I could play it on PlayStation. And the stuff that's Xbox exclusive, none of it except for Starfield is something that makes me go, I really want to play that. So they just have a dumb mindset, a dumb mindset. That's funny. That's really funny. Yeah, no, it's a weird mentality they got. I don't know what they're thinking. Because like with Game Pass, with the cloud, like I could play it on my phone, I could play it on my tablet. If I had a laptop, like a cheap laptop, I could play it on a laptop. Like my MacBook Air, I could play it on my MacBook Air. I don't have it anymore. I sold it now, but I could play it on that. So like it does open up the avenue of how many people can play it. I mean, your potato computer, I don't know so much, but you know, it opens up some avenues for more people to play. But at least make sure there's stuff that's exclusive to your service, and that it's good. Because like the PSVR, the reason I was really adamant I wanted the PSVR 2, outside of loving technology, I wanted to play this game and Call of the Mountain. Those were two games I couldn't play anywhere else in VR, so it made it worth it for me. So I bought this thing. But Xbox doesn't even offer that. Xbox is just pretty much offering games that nobody cares about, or stuff you can play everywhere else. They really, really need to up their game, because their hardware's, the X anyways, is ugly, but it's decent. Exactly. Exactly. Like I even got Forza Horizon through Game Pass, and it's fun, sure. But they're doing the same stupid thing that the other racing games are doing now, where your progress is tied to your account, and they don't allow you to restart your progress. I want to play the game from the beginning again, because I'm at a point in the game where my level is so high that the difficulty is too high for me. But I haven't been playing, so I don't play well right now. So like I don't want to play anymore. Like it's so stupid. And Forza's not for everybody. So like they need to add more. They need to add more. The hardware is really decent. Like I do think it's good hardware. And on paper, it's a lot more powerful than the PlayStation. So there's potential there. Just the people running it are so out of touch with what gaming is. It's really sad. It's really frustrating. Because there's so much they could do with it. And they just refuse to. Same with like the fact that it's Xbox, Microsoft, and PC VR is so easy. Like it's already been, they've worked through the kinks. It's not like PlayStation who's learning it for the first time. It's been worked through already. Why don't they add some way to be able to support PC VR stuff on the Xbox? Yeah, yeah. And hardware can be, right? But it needs to be used properly. Right? Because like with the Switch, for example, right now is the perfect timing for how hardware can dictate success or failure. With the whole thing with like there's the ROG Ally and the Steam Deck is out now. They're both way more powerful than the Switch, so you could potentially play a lot of the stuff on the Switch on this ROG Ally and have a better experience. But look what's happening with Mortal Kombat. It's the same price for the PS5 version as it is for the Switch version, and the Switch version looks like a PS2 game. The hardware needs to be better. So there is some requirement for good hardware, and if you have very good hardware, use it. But if you're not going to use it, the hardware doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how fancy your hardware is. It doesn't matter how great it is if you're not going to use it. Nintendo has the benefit that they can take weak hardware and make it good. And like make it work well. My video about the phone was more of the sense of, and I worded it this way deliberately so it would be vague so people would get mad at me and more views. But my whole point with the phone and what actually has me concerned with the phone is when the Switch was announced, the chip was already an old chip, and so it was already going to be behind everything else. And now they're announcing these new leaks for the Switch 2, and it's already an old chip because it's a PS4, base PS4. And the ROG Ally and the Steam Deck is more powerful than that already. Exactly. And so it's already delayed. They did.
The N64 was the most powerful console at its time, and the Super Nintendo was also the most powerful console at its time. It's when they went from the N64 to the GameCube that everything turned around. The GameCube was also the most powerful, but that's when they started doing all their weird gimmicky things, using a specialty disc that didn't have a lot of space, so devs didn't want to go with it. So then they had to rely on themselves more. And then the Wii came out, and then that's when they said, forget it, we don't need the best graphics, we'll do gimmicks. And that's where things went, they turned it around. But up until then, including the GameCube, they were the most powerful console. They just don't know what to do with that. And they've had success with gimmicks, so they've now given up on the graphics and gone full gimmick, which, again, can work, but it limits what's available on there. And, like, for me, I haven't turned on my Switch in a good 2 or 3 years, because there's nothing for me to play on it. And so I will probably buy the new Switch, but I'm going to buy it because I'm a streamer, not because I actually think it's worthwhile. And because it's already an old chip in there, my logic is it doesn't make sense for me to buy the new Switch when I could buy something like the Steam Deck for a few bucks more and have way more power potential, and it does exactly what the Switch does, because it's handheld and it can go into a dock and be on my TV. So, like, that's my only concern, is that Nintendo is almost already stunting their own growth for the future. And that kind of sucks, because if an iPhone is more powerful than the new Switch is going to be, and the iPhone is a multifaceted machine where you can edit, do photos, do video, browse, all this extra stuff along with the gaming, it's just gonna limit Nintendo to already be underpowered, and it's a dedicated console. I just wish Nintendo would do a bit more to be able to keep up, because if they had the power that not that the Xbox and PlayStation have, because you need a huge console for that, but if they could compete with the PlayStation and Xbox at a lower resolution, they already know how to take advantage of their hardware, and they have a great library of first-party games that they know how to manipulate to get the best experience out of. They would blow Xbox and PlayStation out of the water. Like, it wouldn't even be a competition. Right now, it's not a competition because PlayStation and Xbox are in a totally different field than Nintendo is. But Nintendo could be on their field and still be on a separate field and destroy them, and it wouldn't be a competition because those guys wouldn't be able to keep up. It's just more of a, I'm such a fan that I wish I could see more out of them. I don't think it's going to fail. I just wish I could see more out of it. I know they could do more with it, and it's a bummer that they can't. That's the only thing. Because I would love to see... damn it. I would love to see, like you were saying, more competition for all of us to benefit from. Because I think it would be amazing to be able to be like, hey, you could play this on the PS5 at 4K. You can play this on the Xbox at 4K. You can play it on the Switch at 1080, but it's going to look just as beautiful as it does on the Xbox and the PlayStation. Just a lower resolution, but you can take this with you. So that's where you bring it down. Whereas currently, with the older Switch, not a fair comparison, but with the older Switch, it's literally you could play it on the PlayStation, you can play it on the Xbox, and they look relatively the same, or you can play it on the Switch, and it looks like a 2 generations ago game. And so it's like, I wish they just looked more similar. I don't care that it would be 720p. I just wish they looked more similar. But again, that's a fan who loves Nintendo wishing they could do more. Not me saying they're going to fail because it's not powerful. But I did word that video to make it sound that way because I knew it was going to make fans mad. That's me being manipulative and toxic. Nope, we're good. We're not going to go in here. Exactly, that's what I find hilarious, because they will get so mad at me, and they will tell me I'm an idiot who doesn't understand gaming. When, one, I worded it that way so you would say that, and two, you're arguing something that I wasn't arguing, so you can't really call me an idiot if I wasn't making the point you're saying I was making.
You wish to make a purchase?
Like on that phone one, Like I said, I wasn't. I worded it.
Sorts of weapons
Shut up, dude.
modifications, and we'll do them for a small fee.
I worded it to make it sound like I was saying the Nintendo Switch is gonna fail. But my actual concern is they could do more, and I wish they would. That's my only concern. But one guy was arguing with me on the phone one, and my main points in that video were the phone is more powerful than the Switch. The old Switch was already underpowered, so this new one I hope is going to be able to be at least as good as the phone. And the fact that like Nintendo relies on gimmicks, and the thing is power limitations do dictate a little bit. It would be nice to see them at least keep up. And the kid's argument to me was that obviously I don't understand, because Nintendo likes gimmicks, and that's good enough. But I said that in my video. I said Nintendo likes gimmicks and it works, but I wish they would do more with the power. So you're arguing something that I already said I admitted to. And then he's like, and the Switch is old. But I wasn't actually comparing to the Switch. And in my own video I even said, I get it, the Switch is old, but... It's like, I literally said what you said. So your argument to me was, they like gimmicks and it's old. On a video where I said, they like gimmicks and it's old. So you're mad just because I bashed them? Like... Yeah. Yep, that's it. That's why for most of them, I just respond back with like a smart aleck, I don't understand type of response.
You really are a tough one. But I'm tired of chit-chat. Time to die.
No, thank you.
You can hear it, can't you? Someone's waiting for you.
I don't want to meet them. It's okay. That's why for a lot of those people that have been commenting on that video, most of the comments is, yeah, comparing a $1,200 phone to an 8-year-old console. So my response is basically just turned into, I didn't know the Switch 2 was released 8 years ago. I didn't know the rumored Switch was released so long ago. Because, like, yeah, I brought up the current Switch as an example of how they were already underpowered when it was new. And so there's a potential that this new one is going to be underpowered before it's even out the gate. But yeah, I'm just being a smartass now at this point, because I'm like, you guys are literally trying to say that I'm comparing an 8-year-old system to a $1,200 phone. Not to mention the $1,200 phone also does a bunch of other stuff. It's not just a console. The Switch is going to be just a console. So comparing the prices doesn't make sense, because that's like comparing a tablet, you know, one of the Samsung budget tablets to friggin' $1,200 PC. The PC does a hell of a lot more than the budget tablet could ever do. Yeah, comparing a tablet to a car. They both could potentially play music and run Google Maps. But the tablet pretty much stops there. The car can take you places. But yeah, like they're not capable of understanding that, like, the comparison isn't about the price. Sure, if the Switch was a $1,200 console, sure. Or if the phone only played games and it was $1,200, okay, I get you making that argument. But like, it's literally a camera, a video camera. It's a browser. It's a computer that you can, like, and potentially, if you want to work around it, you could use it to like do things like coding on it. You can watch movies on it. You can listen to music on it. Like, it's got a bunch of stuff you can do. The Switch plays games. That's it. And it's made of plastic. The iPhone is made of glass and metal and way more premium stuff in it. So of course the price is higher. Yeah. I know, every time I talk about the differences, I always forget that, yeah, it's a phone. It's a freaking phone. And that's it, right? And so it's like, it can do so much more. Sure, it's way more priced, but you're going to buy a phone and use it all the time for everything. You gotta buy a Switch, you're only going to play games on it. So you can't really use that as an argument. And that wasn't my argument that I was making anyway. My whole point was the Switch is dedicated hardware, and the iPhone isn't. And if the iPhone is going to be able to run Resident Evil Village on it at 30 frames a second, looking pretty decent, and if the new Switch can't do that, and it's a dedicated console, that's not going to be good. So they should at least be able to do that. I don't expect their chip to be more powerful than the iPhone's chip, because the iPhone's chip does so much. Of course it's going to be a powerhouse compared to a console. But I would like to see it be able to graphically keep up with what the iPhone can do, because it's dedicated. Just like if you buy like a Ferrari versus buying a Honda Civic. The Ferrari is going to be way more powerful, of course. But if you're going to drive that thing around town, your insurance is going to be high, your maintenance is going to be high, the gas is going to be high. You're going to have a way better time with a Honda Civic because it's dedicated for that. But you put them to race, it's not even going to be a competition. You know, my guess is gonna be, if Microsoft and them are gonna be doing this whole deal together, how they, not selling, but like how they're working together through all this stuff, my guess would be that they're going to include some sort of browser app to allow to do the cloud gaming. I don't know if they'll actually run any Xbox games natively, but I can see it running a browser style app to do get cloud gaming. You know, I could see that being a thing. Damn it. But who knows? Nintendo is kind of, I mean, Nintendo's a Japanese company, and Xbox is American. They have a bit of a difference in ideas of like intellectual property and stuff. So it could be more due to like struggling in the communicating of why they want to do what they're doing. So who knows? I would like to see that though. And I could see it happening, and it could happen fairly easily, specifically because they could just run it on a browser. Right? Like if your phone could do it, like a low-end phone can do it, they could do it on even on the current Switch. But we'll see. We'll see what they're gonna do, because you can never predict with these companies. I think now Nintendo is over it. I think Sony is over it, because Sony obviously has become a serious gaming company. Like that's where they make most of their money, and they're like the top console manufacturer in the gaming realm. Not financially, because the Switch has outdone the PlayStation, but in the gaming realm, if you want to play like serious games, you're gonna play on a PlayStation 5. So I think Sony's over it. I think Nintendo's over it, because now they've carved their own niche. So I think 50-50, they're lying to themselves saying Sony and PlayStation aren't their competition, because gaming is gaming, and whether they want to admit it or not, it is competition. And people do still make the decision of whether they want to go handheld or nicer graphics for all the third-party stuff. Because the truth is, the Nintendo first-party stuff is amazing, but it's very limited. Like, what is there really to play on the Switch that's first-party? There's like the Xenoblade Chronicles, the Pokemon games, the Mario games, the Zelda games, and Mario Kart. I guess there's the Squid Game, whatever that game is called, the one where you can shoot ink everywhere. And there was something else I was just thinking of, and I can't remember what it is right now. But in the bigger picture, that's very small what they have. Splatoon, that's what I was... and Pikmin, that was the other one I was thinking. But, like, it's really small. Metroid, I guess. And Sony has about the same amount of first-party stuff, too. The rest is really third-party, and I would rather experience it on my PC or on PlayStation if I want to play a third-party game. Unless I'm going to be going handheld. So I think it's them kidding themselves if they think they're not in competition. They're not direct competition, but they're in competition. But I do think they do believe having that interchangeable handheld versus docked thing does give them enough power that they don't really need to worry about PlayStation anymore. So I think they're over it, but I will say they're probably kicking themselves in the butt, because they did lose their crown, because they basically created Sony. Like at least the PlayStation. So they kind of did it to themselves. So I'm sure part of them is kind of like, man, if the old owners or the old VPs wouldn't have done this, we wouldn't even be thinking about Sony right now. They would be under our control. So I think they're probably regretting it, but they're probably over it. I'm glad it happened. But I do wish that Nintendo would go back to how they used to be with being, like, aiming to be the best of the best, doing the whole, you know, having, maybe not top of the line, because we're in a really, like, interesting time in gaming where, like, graphics are insanely high now, but at least if they would consider gaming, I would love to, or graphics, I would love to see them genuinely consider graphical power. I would love to see what they could do if they could really bring in a serious level of graphic fidelity. Keeping it at 1080p, you could still make it look good. I mean, the ROG Ally, I'm gonna hit the desk, aren't I? I almost exclusively play the ROG Ally in 720p. It's a 7-inch screen. I don't need much more than that, but I can run it at higher graphical settings, so it looks way better than the Switch can ever look. So, like, I would be okay if the Switch was like 1080p, but included things like maybe some really basic ray tracing or really high quality textures and polygon count. Because Nintendo used to, and some of the stuff they had was like mind-blowing. And I think they could still do it. They have a really good budget. Like, their income is very high. I don't like the gimmicks. I think that's the big thing. I don't like the gimmicks that they've gone for. Because it almost makes it feel too childish. And because of those gimmicks, they're also relying a lot on, like, being totally dedicated towards kids. So I guess a big part of it is I feel slighted. You know what I mean? Like, I love Mario games. I hate that after I die 3 times, they're already offering me, like, if you want, you can put on this suit and it's going to get you superpowers, and now you don't have to worry about it. But I like the difficulty. So allow that option for kids to turn on, but don't put it in my face and be like, hey, it's too hard for you. Make it easier. Give us something to enjoy too, because we're the ones that put you where you are now. The gamers from the 80s and 90s. We're the ones that experienced and made you famous. Don't forget about us. Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing Stormtrooper was watching earlier. I don't know if they're still watching, but they were watching earlier. And that's exactly it. They're playing VR. This is fine for me right now. I love doing this and aiming my gun and feeling like a hero. But I don't want to play all of my games like this. I don't want to only play games like this. And the Switch and the Wii has kind of made the gimmicks the only way to really experience the games they offer. And it's like, I don't want to experience them only that way, though. Sometimes I want to just play a game and feel the same that I feel when I'm playing on the PlayStation. I want to play a game and just put it on and know the graphics are decent and know that it looks good and runs well. I don't want to feel like I always have to have a gimmick shoved down my throat for everything. Okay, so we do have the key. I have opened it. I was looking for the other key, but... I know, right? How dare I? How dare I? Okay. I think the next section, all we do is fight the one big fan guy. And then it's off to fight Heisenberg and the game is done. So I think I'm going to save it there because I don't have enough energy to beat the game today. But I don't want to basically stop right before Heisenberg and then we stream for 20 minutes and it's over. So I think I'm going to call it there. I have been live for quite a while. Much longer than I thought. I've been live for 3 hours and 40 minutes. That's not bad. That's respectable. But yeah, that's exactly it, Ty. And like the idea... Here's something that the ROG Ally is doing, which is out of budget for everybody. Nobody can afford it. Nobody's really doing it unless you're like a tech reviewer or you're a wealthy person who is like super into PC gaming and you don't have a PC game console. And the ROG Ally is going to be your PC. The ROG Ally on the top has the USB-C port, and next to it has another port which is a lot longer. And they actually use that port so you can plug in a full-blown graphics card. And basically it's just like a cable you plug into it, and now you've got a full like 3090, I think is what they're selling, that you can use on your ROG Ally to have like top-of-the-line graphics. And then you plug it into a monitor, and now you've got a full-blown PC in this tiny little handheld. And it doesn't overheat because it's using the graphics outside and not the ones built in. So that's pretty cool. Way out of budget for almost everybody, because I looked it up, and it's like 1,500 American for this one graphics card. And the graphics card itself is like $900 now, so it's not even worth it. But taking that idea into account, thinking about that idea, if Nintendo did something like that, not as powerful, not as like dedicated and super crazy, you know, not a 3090, but if they did something like that, let me just turn off all the green screen stuff so we can chat for a few minutes before I finish. If they did something like that, where they allow the Switch itself to have its own chip that runs at like 720p, it's fairly beefy, but you know, not great. So when you go handheld, you can play. But then that same Switch has its dock, and the dock has another chip built into it. So when you plug it in, the Switch now takes advantage of that secondary chip. And so then it can actually like split the processing a bit better. So you would, wow, I'm like dropping frame rate like crazy. The NVIDIA broadcast really sucks for frame rate. Okay, let's just do this. Let's just do this. Where's the camera? But if they had like another chip in the dock, I'm not saying they're gonna do this, I just think it would be a really great idea where it's a bit more powerful than what is built in for the portable chip, you know, a proper graphics card chip, and they allow that when you plug in your Switch into that dock, now the dock is going to process some of it, and because it's plugged into the wall, it can process it at a higher frequency, and it can have a nicer fan in it so it can keep it cooler, so it can run at a higher temperature. They could take a Switch that's portable, and people take it around, and you get relatively similar graphics at 720p, but then you put it into the deck, into the dock, and now you can get 1080p at the same level of graphics at a higher frame rate. So instead of 30 frames, then you get 60 frames at 1080p. That would seal the deal for a lot of people. That would be amazing. And it would be still a handheld and still look good, but because it's a lower resolution, a lower frame rate, they don't have to try to optimize it the way that they do with the Switch now, because the Switch now uses the same hardware. Hey. Hey, you know what? You want to say that again to me? You want to say that again? Do you want to? Because, like, that's right. You hear that? That's me shooting. That's right. I bought it just because of the VR thing. I wanted to try it out. It was like the whole VR kit. That thing is pretty cool. Like, you look around and you shoot and stuff. That's pretty cool. It was building that was really fun. And then I just wanted to see what Breath of the Wild would have been like in VR. And Breath of the Wild in VR was really cool. Really low frame rate, really low graphics, but it was really cool to see. But yeah, like if they did that, that would be awesome, because the big thing that's happening with the Switch right now is they're using the same hardware in the Switch. They're upping the TDP or whatever on the chip when they're docked, because they can get more power directly from the wall, which allows it to run better. And because the screen is turned off, there's less heat, so they can deal with a bit more heat in the console. But that doesn't make a gigantic difference graphically. But if they had a secondary chip in the dock that could work as like just a dedicated graphics chip, and then when they plug it in, all of a sudden the APU that's built into the Switch now turns into just a pure CPU, and the dock is now a pure GPU, they could potentially make it run without it being much more powerful. Like even the GPU could be the same strength as the Switch, but now they're just dedicated. Instead of trying to do two things in one chip, now they're doing their own separate thing in two chips. It could potentially like make a huge graphical difference and make it much more of a powerhouse of a console without sacrificing the Switch itself. Do you know what I mean? I wish I could see Nintendo do something like that, because like I said, the ROG Ally can do that. And although its budget is ridiculous because they're trying to prove like hardcore gaming, but if they could just boost that power a little bit more, so then you know that when you're playing it graphically, handheld or big screen, it's going to look the same. The only thing that changes is the locked frame rate versus the 1080p and 720p. It would be awesome. It would be so awesome. I know. How dare I think of something that would actually be cool and worth it and make them be kings of the castle again? Because I think people would look past. Well, maybe not, because for some reason this gaming generation is all about frame rate and 4K. But I think it would make Nintendo a much more serious contender if they could compete. If they could compete graphically, even at just at 1080p, it would be, they wouldn't even be on the same plane as PlayStation, because sure, the PlayStation's great. Can you take it with you? And the Switch has that. All they need is just the graphics, so you can say, instead of the comeback being, well, yeah, but the Switch looks like it's a PS2. It would be great if it's like, it looks exactly the same, it just happens to be 1080p instead of 4K. Nintendo, do something. We love you, please. Please, I would love them to give them the support. It would be awesome. It'd be so cool. I gotta wait for this mark to get off my face before I go buy my food, because I don't want to walk in with this on my face and be like, what's wrong with that guy? Oh yeah, the PlayStation. Yeah, you'll be able to. No, it's the What's it called? It's got a name, doesn't it? Is it PlayStation Vision? Or is that the Apple Vision? I can't remember. Doesn't it have a name already? I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember it either. Yeah, you could play it on there. Such a dumb product. It's such a cool product. And back to the whole, like, they just need to do a couple of things that would make it worthwhile. It's such a cool product because I personally prefer playing handheld. I don't like sitting here. I'd rather play handheld. Like, even when I go to play Starfield, I'm playing on my Xbox, right? Because that's going to give me the best graphics. But I could have even better graphics on PC. I don't want to sit here. And so I've actually only been playing it on my ROG Ally or on my Xbox, because if I'm going to play PC, I'm going to play it on my Ally so I can sit wherever I want, or on my Xbox so I can get the best graphics that I could potentially do without having to sit here. The PlayStation, all they would have to do is just enable that Wi-Fi signal to allow for the PlayStation Now, which is like the Game Pass cloud thing. If they just allowed the PlayStation Now on that thing, it would be worth it. It would absolutely be worth it, because then, one, you don't need a PS5 to play it. Two, the people who don't have a PS5 but want to play Sony games will now have to pay for their membership to be able to have access to it, but they don't have to pay the $500, $600, $700 for the console. They can just buy this $200 handheld and have access to all the Sony stuff that's on the Now. Still won't have access to all the brand new stuff, but they'll have access to everything that's on the Now. What is on my television? Oh, sorry, my TV had these like weird scrape marks at the bottom. The PlayStation's still on. It's the wood. The whole screen's black. It's like the corner of the flooring, and all you can see is the black. It looked like scraping. Shut up, game. But it's stupid they're not doing that, because honestly, I have a PS5, but if I didn't have a PS5, I would absolutely buy that handheld thing and pay for PlayStation Now so I could play their games without having to have their console. And then seeing the limitations of the streaming with like the lower bitrate, the not great response time, the obviously 1080p limitation, that would tempt me to be like, you know what, this game is amazing. I want to see it in 4K. I'm gonna get the console. Like it, I don't know why they're not doing that. It's got Wi-Fi built into it. Build an app that allows you to play PlayStation Now and PlayStation Portal. That's it. That's it, because it sounds like PlayStation Portable. PlayStation Portal. That's it. Like, it's such a missed opportunity. So dumb. So dumb, because, like, I love my ROG Ally. I friggin' love that thing. And I play on it all the time. If I had a cheap option to be able to do the PS5 game stuff, why wouldn't I? If Xbox released something like that, now they've got Game Pass so you can kind of play it on whatever, you can play it on your tablet so they don't really need it. Same with the PlayStation Now. But Sony went down that route of making their own. Make it accessible to the Game Cloud thing. You're going to get so many more people on your service and so many people buying more consoles because they're going to want the games at full graphics. It's weird. It's weird. Anyways, I should stop. I got to get out of here. Wow, my frame rate is still dipping. That's so weird. I'm going to stop. I'm going to eat KFC for dinner tonight. I'm going to order some KFC, get myself a bucket of chicken and some potatoes and all that. Does anybody else remember when they used to sell the steamed bread at KFC? Am I the only one that remembers that? Like the warm bread, and it was like a full loaf of bread that they wore warm up, and it was always so soft. I miss that stuff. Yeah, I'm going to go order KFC. I made soup, and I burnt it, and I put all my veggies in it, so I have to go grocery shopping. I just don't have the energy to do that. You don't remember the bread? It was so good. I don't know if they actually steamed it, but they warmed up the bread. They would sell you a loaf of bread, and it was warm. And I was saying steamed because it would be moist, the bag and everything, so it felt like it was steamed. But the bread would be really soft. It felt like it was freshly baked bread. It's almost like when you go to like certain like hot dog vendors and they'll steam the hot dog bun. They won't actually like barbecue it, but they'll steam it, and you get that really nice soft warm bun. That's what it was like, and it used to come with the KFC meal. And this was before the Taco Bell merger, because their fries were also different. They were soggy fries. I remember those. And then the Taco Bell merger happened, and then they started selling Taco Bell's fries, and now they have much better fries. But yeah, I loved the bread. I miss the bread. But KFC gravy? I wish I could do Popeyes with KFC gravy. More than anything, I'm craving their gravy. I'll be live again tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't know what we're going to play, because obviously I lost my world for Minecraft, so I think I'm going to take a break from Minecraft for a bit. Maybe I'll do Subnautica. I haven't decided. Yet. I will enjoy my Kentucky Fried Cat. I will. As long as it doesn't meow or there's no hairballs in it, I'm good. Oh, I might have... I think I have to do Payday. I don't want to, but I'm probably going to play Payday tomorrow. Even just for like an hour. Because the game just released, and it's part of the Deep Silver Collective, and I haven't played it yet. I haven't even downloaded it. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll play something else. I'll make a video on it or something to kind of do my part, but yeah, I'm not a fan of those games, so that's going to be kind of rough. Do I have a Super Nintendo? I don't have a legitimate one. I have a clone console. So I have a console that plays Super Nintendo games on it. Like, I can put the cartridges in and they work, but it's not actually a Super Nintendo, so some of the stuff doesn't work very well. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. I really appreciate everybody hanging out. Thank you for being here. We were live for 4 hours, and I played Resident Evil for about 3 of it, so that's pretty good. We're almost at the end, so we're gonna beat Resident Evil next time that I play it, and then we'll move on to something else. I want to see if the DLC is VR. Somebody in chat told me it is. Somebody else in chat told me it's not, so I gotta check that. If that doesn't work, I'll find something else scary to play, because we gotta wait a few more months until Resident Evil 4 comes out in VR. So we'll find something else to play. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna get myself out of here. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I really appreciate it. Nice watch. It's the Apple Watch. It's the SE. It's like the basic one, but I love it. It's so great. I get all my notifications and stuff. I have a nice watch. I think I put it away. I don't remember where I put it though. I put it away somewhere. It's my dad's watch. It's my my memory of him. It's a watch we gave him for Christmas. He carried it everywhere. He didn't wear it because he was scared of breaking it, but he carried it with him everywhere. So my brother and sister accepted, like they said that they were okay with me taking it. So I have his watch. I need to put a battery in it. And I like to wear this one because this one I can beat up. It's not a problem. His watch I only want to wear for special occasions. All right. Anyways, I'll be back tomorrow and we will play a little bit of Payday. And then we'll play something else. I don't know. Maybe we'll do some Subnautica. I don't know. I haven't fully decided yet. But thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you've been enjoying Resident Evil. I've been having a lot of fun. I'm really excited to get it done and over with because it's been a really good experience. It's been a lot of fun. And I want to be able to like say I experienced all of it in VR. And then we'll start with Resident Evil 4 when that comes out. All right, I'm going to go get some food. I love you all. Thank you for being here. Have yourselves a really, really good night. And I'll see you soon. Take care.